The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in. Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
I'm Matt Kibbe, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose AC because the campus simply feels like home. Everywhere I go, I know the amenities are there to help me succeed and get to the next level in my career. If you want to see what Adrian College has to offer, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, Leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged, experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent and accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students, as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define the years ahead.
Good afternoon, hockey fans, and welcome to the NCAA Division III Men's Ice Hockey Frozen Four. Adrian College Bulldogs and the University of New England Nor'easters. Welcome, everybody. However you are tuned in to the Adrian College Sports Network, we certainly do appreciate it. My name is Ian Wendt, joined ringside with Alex Herman, and we're here. And what a ride it's been so far.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for being able to do this with me, Ian. It's a real honor and a real pleasure to be here. And this is really going to shape out to be a very good game. You know, they say that nothing quite compares to the feeling of playoff hockey. Just because of what's on the line, the stakes are really high. Your heart beats racing faster as we near puck drop, and a whole season's leading up to this game. And for these two teams, it's win or go home. So on paper, this is going to be an absolute war. Both of these teams are very fired up and ready to come out of the gate flying. The Bulldogs and the Nor'easters have both been atop in the higher ranks in the NCAA for the past couple of seasons and are really looking to prove themselves and win here after 60 minutes in regulation. And first, these two teams are squaring off for the first time against each other, so there's no history whatsoever between these both squads. Both of them competed last season in the Frozen Four. Adrian wound up making it past the semifinal game and went on to win the national title over Geneseo. On the other side, though, UNE faced off against Geneseo. They lost 8-3 in the same semifinal match that we're seeing here today. So the Nor'easters coming into the game really are probably going to look for redemption. So for the Bulldogs, everything as of late, they've been red hot and really hit their stride towards the tail end of the season. Coming off of a national championship win last season against Geneseo, the Bulldogs are really fighting off their nerves to defend their title. You saw some of that in the early stages of the season. Back in November, they lost to Marion, which was a surprise to many who follow the team. And later, just a week after that, they split a weekend series with Trine. So there was a lot of rumbling in the beginning part of the season about whether or not this season's roster could hold themselves to the same standard as last year. But just like they always do, they persevere. They started playing more consistently, and now are in a lot better of a position than they were just a few short months ago. And last weekend was a huge test for the Bulldogs when they faced off against the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point. They were likely one of, if not the best teams that they played all season long, and were certainly matched really well on the ice. The game stretched out the full 60 minutes and was tied 2-2 heading into overtime. At 9:38, though, Matu Spodniak banged home a juicy rebound on a 5-on-3 power play to help the Bulldogs continue their quest for a national championship. So it's going to be Ty Enns, Jake Swade, Zach Heinz, Jaden Shields, and Chase Spencer as the starting five for Adrian College. And in that, as always, Nick Tallarico will get the nod and is going to backstop the boys in the white, black, and yellow. Now on the other side, UNE skates into this game with a huge chip on their shoulder and almost nothing to lose, seemingly. So they have a lot of advantage in that front. Last weekend, they squared off with Utica in the quarterfinal of the NCAA playoffs and took a 5-4 win in overtime. At 13:07 in the extra frame, it was Anthony Siuko who potted the winner and advanced his squad to the next round. And really, this was a huge shock to many, as Utica was the #1 ranked team going into that game. So there was even more weight placed on it because the Nor'easterns did it at Utica's home rink. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the environment here at Endicott will play in their favor, because they do have a lot of their supporters in the stands coming to watch the game, as it's not too far a drive from their campus. So the Nor'easterns will have Chad Merrill, Garrett Devine, former Bulldog Dawson Ellis, Colin Heinhold, and Alex Sheehy as a starting five, and in net it's going to be Billy Gerard. So a win for today means that Adrian has a chance to repeat as national champions on Sunday. And on the other side, a win for UNE means they take down an absolute superpower of a team in the NCAA. And with that, Ian, right back to you.
Thank you so much, Alex, and a nice snapshot of the season thus far. Many chapters have been written. Adrian wants to write a couple more. I had a chance to talk to their head coach, Adam Krug, a little while ago, and we talked about the season and just getting into that locker room and the feeling with the team back in November during those times of struggle, and then really finding their way, finding their man in net mainly. Nick Tallarico, the senior goalie, came in, replacing an injured Dershawn Stewart, and he has been playing at an outstanding clip for the Bulldogs in net. It also helps when you have the highest scoring offense in Division III college hockey out in front of you. But Rico's been great. Matu Spondiak last night announced as the Division III Player of the Year. So fresh off of those accolades, the nation's leading scorer, looking to show it here in the Frozen Four. With that, we'll get to my conversation with Coach Adam Krug pregame here on the Adrian College Sports Network. We'll take a 30-second timeout. My conversation with Coach Krug coming up next. It's the Frozen Four on the Adrian College Sports Network.
And teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways.
Good afternoon, hockey fans. For the Adrian College Sports Network, I'm Ian Wendt. Pre-game interview of the Division III men's ice hockey Frozen Four for the NCAA. Joined here with Adrian College head hockey coach Adam Krug. Well, Adam, we're back. Same time of year, different place here at Endicott College. Just talk about being back here in this spot for maybe you and for the program. Last year, sort of a dream season. Lose the first game, don't lose again. This year, a little bit different.
Yeah, different for sure, but I'll tell you, same feelings coming back. You know, you're in the Frozen Four. You know, it's a big deal. It's hard to get here. It's hard to win. It's really hard to win this tournament. It's really hard to win once you get here. So, you know, all those feelings are the same. You know, different place, different year, different record, different cast of characters in a sense. But you know, the vibes are certainly the same as what they were in Lake Placid a year ago.
So, conference play this season. Bulldog fans might want to forget November a little bit, a couple conference losses, but certainly things to learn from. You learned a lot about your team, sort of coming to terms with, hey, just because we wear Adrian on the front of our sweater doesn't mean we just win no matter what by showing up. Could you talk about that, you know, the downs early, but then sort of a late rally after the Lake Forest weekend to pull it together and win the Peters Cup?
Yeah, I mean, I've said it forever. You learn a lot more from losses than you do wins. So as much as, you know, fans want to forget those losses, we you know, you can put those games behind you, but you can't forget that win hard, and you can't forget that you know, you can be beat if you don't show up. So, you know, we learned some lessons from that, and we kind of righted the ship after Thanksgiving and went to Milwaukee and had a really good trip and a couple of wins, and some guys just kind of got it going that weekend, and then we went into Christmas break and came back and we really got on a roll. You know, obviously we missed our three guys there at the World University Games, and Sam Ruffin and Zach Heinz and Jaden Shields. And then you go to Lake Forest and kind of sputter a little bit there, and you lose a tough one on the back end after a really nice come from behind win the night before. So, you know, those things happen. It's a hockey season, and there's ebbs and flows, and you have to, I really think it's the coach's job to make sure that you manage the ebbs and flows for the group and help them understand what's going on, and whenever it seems so bad, it's never as bad as it feels, and when things feel really good, it's never as good as it really feels either. So, you know, we got to try to keep an even keel mindset.
Talking here pregame with Adam Krug before the Frozen Four national semifinal with UNE, University of New England. In that stretch run to win the Peters Cup, we saw the emergence of Nick Tallarico, your goaltender. He doesn't have the stats for an All-American, but I would say he's playing like one the last few weeks.
I mean, he might have the stats of an All-American at this point. You know, he's got a .911 save percentage and a 2.3 goals against. I didn't look up the statistics for the All-American goalies this year, but, you know, wins and loss record, you know, like he's put a resume together. He's had a ton of great games as of late. You know, I think early on, he's battling for the net with Dershawn Stewart, and he and Dershie went back and forth for a little bit. Both had some good games. Both had one or two clunkers and a couple others that were in the middle. He never really got the opportunity to just take the net and run with it. And I would assume that's hard on a goalie. I played out. I was a centerman, and I knew I was in the lineup every night, and so you can just kind of go about your business and do your thing. But as a goalie, there's a lot of balls in the air to juggle, and I certainly think that he's done a great job being ready for the moment. When Dershawn went down with an injury in late January, he was ready. He answered the bell going to St. Norbert. He was fantastic. He was very good into the playoffs and very good beyond, into the NCAA tournament. I think he was our best player against Stevens Point the other night, and that's saying a lot because we had a lot of good efforts that night. I'd be remiss to not talk about Alessio, and we can get into Stevens Point in a few, but I certainly think that Nick has been better and had more confidence knowing that it's his net.
Yeah, a lot of it is between the ears. Like, if you're playing college hockey at this point, you can play. It's getting it figured out between your ears, and a lot of it is, juggling am I going to play? How much am I going to play? It can certainly factor in, and Nick has done a great job in net for the Bulldogs so far. Harris Cup playoffs, you lose a guy who's more than just a guy, Sam Ruffin, in the quarterfinals of that contest, but you basically dominate. Luciani and Spodniak kind of did what they do, but the team, I think, rallied around losing one of their captains in Ruff.
Yeah, and I don't know if you're going to get into the Matt Kudo injury, but losing the two of those over the course of a couple of weeks had the makings of a disaster. I mean, Matt's been, kind of the backbone of our back end, like just a defensive stalwart, just a guy that's tough. He's in your face. He's super simple. He's meat and potatoes, and he embraces that. He loves it, and he's so good at it, and he really allows, I think, the rest of our group to go back there and play a solid game and do their thing. It's another line of defense before Nick Tallarico and net, and so we're going to miss, and we have missed Matt, but Sam as well. I mean, Sam, he's a captain. He was the most outstanding player in this tournament last year. So it's crazy to think that we're still here without the most outstanding player in last year's tournament and a captain, guy that certainly on any given night looks like one of the best, if not the best player in the country. So it stinks, but it's part of hockey, and we have had to adapt and overcome, and we've done that. Jake Swade has slotted into his line between Ty Enns and Zachary Heinz, and Jake's been fantastic, winning face-offs and killing penalties and just really providing an element of speed that Sam had. So I think therefore that he fit in relatively seamlessly. There's some differences in their game. Obviously, Jake being a freshman, he's not super polished yet, but he's getting there. You can certainly see that some high end exists with Jake, and hopefully he gets there. But to circle all the way around here, we miss Sam. We absolutely do. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And same with Matt. And even I don't want to discredit Dershawn, with how great Nick's been, but it stunk to not have Dershawn for a little bit, just for the sake of having your whole team available to you, and seeing those guys around the rink, disappointed that they can't play themselves, and their teammates are disappointed for them too.
Well, I started with Sam because we got Kudo for another couple years, hopefully, in a Bulldog sweater. So you win the Harris Cup, kind of ride in on a high for the NCAA tournament. Get the first round bye. You get to watch Augsburg and Stevens Point. Stevens Point wins in a 4 overtime thriller over in Wisconsin. Your team never trails in that contest. Get the win in overtime, and it was big plays by big time players. It was the game-winning goal. You get that connection of Luciani, Shields, Redding to Jaden, and then Ty takes the shot, and of course it'd be Spodniak just waiting there for the rebound. Big players making big plays. I guess that's what I'm trying to get at, Adam. Like, Put that in perspective.
Well, that's what you need at this time of the year. You know, you need your big players to be big players in big-time games, and they were that. You know, you also need other guys to step up, you know, some guys that a little lesser, and lesser meaning, you know, down the depth chart maybe because they're a little younger or just they're in a different role. You know, and last year in this tournament, you know, you had Zach Gobert step up and Trevor Kuykendall and Ryan Patosha, and you know, this year, like, that'll be no different. But you do need your best players to be your best players out there. And those guys were. Alessio, you know, I already alluded to how good Nick was. Alessio was the best skater on the ice. And he dominated the game at times. You know, he was noticeably different than I think every other player out there. But Ty Enns was fantastic. He's big, strong, hard body, you know, playoff-ready guy. You know, Matus obviously coming off of his Sid Watson Award last night as the National Player of the Year. Pretty awesome for him. You know, and he just had an okay game, but, you know, an okay game for him and still getting an assist early on in the game and then scoring the game winner in OT. You know, I'm not shocked.
No, and I think the country wasn't shocked when it was him that scored the goal. I mean, went talking with Coach Adam Krug pregame of the NCAA D3 Men's Ice Hockey Frozen Four semifinal here at Endicott. So, get the win. You get the traveling fun to come out here to the Boston area. Not a lot of practice, Coach, but you're at the point where, like you've said before, what are you going to change? You are who you are. It's what's gotten you here. Some pretty cool experiences, though, for your team this week in Boston.
Yeah, really cool. I told the guys Saturday after we beat Point that, you know, the most fun week of the year is happening starting that day. Yeah. And it has been that, absolutely. There's a ton of planning that goes involved. I think, you know, myself and our assistants, Matt Thompson, Adam Phillips, Carter Clark, like, none of us have slept very much this week. You know, it starts with Sundays. You're on the phone with flight attendants with travel agents and trying to get flights lined up, and then you got to get the hotel booked, and then, you know, you've got so many meals, and, you know, you have to plan all the way through Monday because, you know, the plan is to win, you know, and obviously there could be an abrupt halt to that tonight, and certainly we're not planning on that, but it's a beautiful amount of chaos. Let's put it that way. And right. So you get a light skate Monday at home. You practice a full, you know, hard practice Tuesday at home. Then you load the truck Tuesday night, and the truck goes through the night, which you're familiar with now. And
yeah, thank you for that experience. That was something else.
Well, we appreciate it, Ian, for sure. You and Johnny Costello killed it, and you got here, and we were early for practice at the Warrior Ice Arena in Brighton, Massachusetts, home of the Boston Bruins, and we had taken a little Bruins practice, and then we practiced after they did. So that was, I thought, a real shot in the arm for our guys to get to see that and skate there. And then you drive the other 40 minutes up the highway here to Endicott, and you get in, and, you know, you go to a nice dinner, and you do practice the next day, and you do the awards, and next thing you know, it's game day, and 3 o'clock start on a Friday certainly makes things happen pretty quick.
Talking with Coach Krug pregame, the opponent today. Last year was a storyline and an interesting one as UNE beats Utica last year in the quarterfinal at Utica to get to the Frozen Four, ultimately falling to Geneseo, the team that we beat in the national championship game. Once you know it, UNE beats Utica again at their place. So it's not an unfamiliarity for UNE to be here, and it's our second straight trip to the Frozen Four. What have you seen on film and just the way this team can play the Nor'easters up in Maine?
Yeah, I mean, they're obviously a good team. You don't get back to the Frozen Four, you know, for a second year in a row on accident. They clearly have Utica's number. You know, Utica's a very good team. We've seen them. You know, there's maybe a little bit of a mental block there from the Utica guys, but, you know, the UNE goalie was very good against Utica. I thought they had a good game plan. They clogged up the middle of the rink. They made Utica go back and get the puck behind their own net and go 200 feet quite often. They blocked shots. They kind of did everything that they needed to do to get a win. And, again, there's a reason they're here. They're well coached. They've got good players. In years past, they've put up lots of goals. Not as much this year, but still able to score goals. They put up 5 at Utica in a crazy environment. So, I think they're a good team, and they could certainly give us a handful tonight.
Yeah, certainly not looking past UNE here today. One more question for you, Coach. Your approach today in this national semifinal.
Yeah, it's go out and take care of business. We've got to play in-your-face hockey, and we've got to forecheck hard, and we've got to reload back, when we turn pucks over, or when they get the puck off of a rebound or whatever, and go the other way. Like, we just have to reload and get back on top of it and suppress them. We can take away time and space, and if we can control the puck tonight, I think we'll be very successful.
Well, Coach, I hope we can have a conversation Sunday evening prior to the national championship. I just wanted to say thank you for everything you and the school have done for me personally and for the radio station, getting me out here and call these games. It's been a blast. Thank you.
Absolutely, and I'm not going to thank you until Sunday.
Sounds good, Adam. All right, puck drop moments away. It's the Frozen Four, Division III style, Bulldogs and Nor'easters coming up next here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Welcome back to Beverly, Massachusetts, as the Bulldogs of Adrian College are welcomed in from a chorus of boos. It's basically a home game for the University of New England Nor'easters here in the Frozen Four here at Endicott College. UNE located up in Maine, so not a crazy drive to get down here. The Bulldogs, on the other hand, a flight into Boston, and for yours truly, a 13-hour drive with Johnny Costello in a U-Haul to get the equipment here for this Frozen Four. Once again, welcome into our pregame show here on the Adrian College Sports Network. I'm Ian Wentz, Alex Herman with you here this afternoon. The winner of this contest is into the championship game. The national championship game will be played on Sunday night at 7 o'clock right here at Endicott College. Well, how are we playing this game here, you might ask? Well, Utica was upset last weekend. Who did it? These Nor'easters. Alex, this squad wearing the blue sweaters today, they have something to prove that they belong in this spot. Last year in the semifinal, they would lose to Geneseo, but they're going up against the defending national champions here today.
Well, I think coming into this game, like we mentioned in the pre-show, the Nor'easterns have a huge chip on their shoulder. At this point in the season, they have nothing to lose. They've made it this far. They've slayed a giant in Utica, who was the #1 ranked team going into the quarterfinal game. They did it at somebody else's barn to add at that. They're stacked with power throughout their entire roster, and they're going to do everything that they can to match the Bulldogs as best as possible, who at this point in the season, absolutely red hot. They've done a great job in the final stretch of the regular season. They won the NCAA regular season title last weekend. They beat the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point 3-2 in overtime. And I think it's really interesting and very fitting, both of these teams advancing to the semifinal round, coming out of overtime wins. So you can just see how much talent there is on both sides and how they're going to match each other extremely well. You can't say anything better about these two schools.
Bulldogs coming into this tournament as the #3 seed in the NCAA. Endicott is in at #2. That's why we're playing these games here at Endicott. in Beverly, Massachusetts, just outside of the Boston area. And we're going to get a loud Nor'easter crowd all afternoon long as they introduce the starting lineups for the Nor'easters of the University of New England. As we get to the lineups here, Alex, for Adrian College, this line has been very solid to start these games for Coach Krug, and he's going with the freshman centerman to drop the puck here in the national semifinal.
Yeah, Jake Swade is going to be the center to start off the line of Ty Enns and Zach Hines as the three forwards for the Bulldogs. On the back end, Jaden Shields and Chase Spencer. And then in net, it's Nick Tallarico, who's done a very, very good job really putting himself in the position to be looked at as the starting goaltender for the Bulldogs. He's been battling all season long with Dershawn Stewart. Stewart, unfortunately, I think it was back sometime around late January, early February, started to come down with some injuries, and we didn't really know what was going to happen to the Bulldogs, and Tallarico really stepped up to the plate, knocked it out of the park, and he deserves to be in the net for this game this afternoon.
There are the starting lineups announced for both clubs here this afternoon. We will take a break. Puck drop moments away. Who will play in the national championship? We'll know later this afternoon. We'll take a 60-second break. You're tuned in to Adrian College men's ice hockey on the Adrian College Sports Network.
In its 2021 edition of America's Best Colleges, U.S. News & World Report has once again ranked Adrian College as a top regional college in the Midwest. The institution was named to the Best Regional Colleges Midwest section for the 7th consecutive year, and once again listed number 2 in the Most Innovative Schools category. In addition to these honors, Adrian College was also named to the Best Undergraduate Teaching and Best Value College lists. Adrian College has been established as a distinctive and innovative educational leader in the United States. The institution places priority on a culture of innovation and critical thinking. This is the 12th consecutive year Adrian College has been featured by U.S. News & World Report. You can see the full list of rankings and find more information on their website. For more information about Adrian College, visit adrian.edu. The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
And we welcome you back to Endicott College here in Beverly, Massachusetts. Just a hop, skip, and a jump from Boston here on the East Coast. I'm Ian Wendt, Alex Herman with this national semifinal contest, the Frozen Four in men's college hockey. Adrian College, the defending national champions, and the University of New England Nor'easters here this afternoon. Alex, is something interesting about this rink. Benches on opposite sides, a difference from here and let's say the Arrington Ice Arena where they're both next to each other.
That it is too, and it's also interesting to note they're not symmetrical with each other. They're kind of staggered off to the side, so you wonder how it's going to play into both of these teams' favor, where they have one side closer to the blue line and then the other side a little bit farther, so depending on which side they have their forward and defensive lines, it should be a little bit sticky on how they're able to get their changes off and then play into offsides as well.
Both teams are ready to go. The Bulldogs in their white sweaters. Adrian spelled across the chest with Bruiser himself underneath. Gold and black accents for the Bulldogs. The Nor'easters, their blues. White stripes along the bottom of the sweater. As we have some early discussion with who else but Ty Enns out there with Dawson Ellis, the former Bulldog. Here to start this one, it is Jake Swade and Garrett Devine. They'll drop the puck here in a moment. Philbin to drop it. We're underway from the Frozen Four. Bulldogs win the draw. It's right back to Jaden Shields. Up the right side to Zach Hines. Looking to the middle, shot in. Just wide of the keeper. Here's a shot from an angle, no. Billy Gerard in goal for the Nor'easters. It's up top for Spencer, the All-American. Shoots it right to left down to the near side corner and out to the blue line, and the Nor'easters clear it out. It's Garrett Devine up the left side. He'll take a shot blocked in front. Nor'easters get on it and shoot it, blocked by the leg of Chase Spencer. His stretch pass going for Heinz up the right side. Over across his bench, left it there for Enns. Enns pushes it down further. Zach Heinz going to work, dropped it off, stolen away, and a big hit by Enns behind the play. Nor'easters shoot it down. It's an icing. And Kevin Swallow will have to keep that same 5 out there. Opening 42 seconds of this game.
Good time to introduce these starting netminders this afternoon. Nick Tallarico for the Bulldogs skates into the game. 17 games started, 13-3 on the season, 911 save percentage, as well a .337 GAA. Billy Gerard for the Nor'easterns, 24 games started, a .923 save percentage.
On the ensuing face-off, Leslie Luciani won it for a moment. Bulldogs regroup in their own zone as the player of the year, Matus Spodniak, out there with Matt Redding and Luciani. Puck back to the point, stolen by the Nor'easters. Cam Babiak on it, and the Nor'easters can change up their lines as Austin Klein deep for the Bulldogs, and Adrian turnover down deep below the goal mouth. Spinning around with that is Anthony Shuko. Nor'easters back around. They're going to make the Bulldogs work the full length of the ice here to move this puck. In the conversations with Coach Krug, Babiak takes a big hit along the wall, makes the play up ice to Redding. Now it's Luciani. He goes in after a floating puck, and Adrian makes a change as well. A minute and a half into this national semifinal game. Nor'easters across the way, lift it down further. They'll complete a change as well. Iowa Denier, his first touch of the puck here in the Frozen Four. Part of the championship squad last season. Terry Ryder plays it off to Ryan Patocha, right side. Patocha shoots, and it looked like a save there by Gerard. Tough angle here for us to look up in the booth with a camera well right in the line of sight of Billy Gerard. Puck along the far side corner. Nor'easters work it back in further, up along the wall. They can get it out of their zone, out of the neutral ice area. Shoot it in wide of Tallarico. Iowa Denier is there first for the Bulldogs. A puck found in the near side corner, bounced to the middle, and we may have a hand pass. That is the indication for a face-off. 2 minutes, 15 seconds into the first period.
Yeah, this has been a fast start to the game. You can see how much the play is flowing between both sides. You have to imagine early on at this part, both of these squads really going to feel each other out, see where everybody's at, and adjust their strategy accordingly. So we'll take a neutral zone face-off right in front of the Nor'easter bench.
Brad Summers on the draw for the Bulldogs, out there with Hunter Wendt and Riley Murphy. Puck to the near side corner. Murphy has it on the backhand, left it further for Jaden Shields. That was Spencer. He plays it over to Shields. Summers to the middle. Murphy with space. Murphy shoots just wide of Gerard on the right side. Spencer's shot saved by Gerard as well. Wentz in the corner. No relation to yours truly. Puck out in front going for Murphy. Never got through. Nice defense by the Nor'easters. I feel like we'll say that a lot here this afternoon. Solid defensive club. Puck into the Adrian zone. We go back and forth here in the opening period. No score. Riley Murphy up the left side. Murphy puts on the brakes. Has Shields up top instead, down further to Brad Summers. Stolen away by Spitzer. Not quite out for the Nor'easters. Up to their blue line, and out they go. Adrian makes a partial change. Jake Swade back out there. He'll pressure the puck. UNE has it in the middle. Deflect it down in and go for a change. Tallarico plays it off for Jaden Shields. Shields stretch pass. Hits the linesman into the Nor'easter zone. Ends applies some Adrian pressure. Defenseman play catch for the Blue Sweaters. They get it up ice to the middle. Skating, Justin Klein takes a tumble. The puck under there somewhere. It works free to Cam Babiak. He skates up ice. Babiak up to the right side for Zach Heinz. Heinz, puck off the lineman. Babiak gets it back. Ends middle shot by Swade, and he scores! Jake Swade in the slot. We have our first goal here in the Frozen Four. It goes to the freshman from Macomb. Nifty passing in the zone leads to a Bulldog goal.
Wow, what a beautiful play from the Bulldogs. Jake Swade finds himself in the middle of the slot all alone there, bangs home a quick pass, 1-0 Dogs, and Jake Swade, his 7th goal of the season, combined with his 10 assists now for 17 points.
Could be seeing something special here from number 12 in white. It's an Adrian lead. here at the 16-minute mark of the first period. The third Bulldog shot is the first goal of the game. First goal, the Frozen Four. Ensuing face-off will get some UNE pressure. It's stolen away by a Bulldog. It's Spodniak, plays to the middle for Alessio Luciani. Left the puck there. Redding trying to grab on it. There's a puck still loose in the UNE zone. Down deep forward is Kevin O'Keefe. O'Keefe netted a goal the other night, and a shot goes high by Luch.
Bulldogs need to make sure that they keep shooting here, apply the pressure as best as possible, and sway the Tides in their offensive zone.
1-0 Adrian here in the first 5 minutes of the period. Luch going for a loose puck up the left side wing. Luch cuts in, waits, shoots! And a save by Gerard. A chance for Alessio. Redding in the right side corner. Redding plays it to the middle. Here's Luch looking for time and space. Puck off his stick. Now he'll shoot. And that went wide of Gerard. Nor'easters have the puck. Adrian makes a change. Puck deep in the UNE zone. Looking for the equalizer here at Endicott College. They shoot it down. They need a partial change as well, as the All-American Chase Spencer plays it up ice. Here's Patosha on a touch pass from May. Tosh down deep further. John Calgin makes a nice little hit there. Puck up at the top. Adrian can't hold it in as Shields has to back up. Slapped at by Spencer. Controlled by the Bulldogs. Patosha chips it in. He gets taken down. No penalty on the play. We play on here. Bulldogs get the puck to the slot, but it's turned over to the Nor'easters. 5.5 gone in the first period. It's a Jake Swade even strength goal as a soft bouncer goes in on Tallarico and makes a save.
I think what's interesting, we're 5 minutes into the game. Bulldogs are leading right now 1-0. Jake Swade with the goal. Right after that, you saw 2 or 3 shots coming from the low circles in between the hash marks, so that might need to be something that UNE looks after as this game progresses on.
And that's something that Coach Krug said. They like to clog the middle, and Adrian doing some work along the boards to free up that space. Face-off in the Adrian zone, won by the Nor'easters. One-timer wide of Tallarico. Puck stays down below the end line. Brad Sommers works for it, pokes it up free to Riley Murphy. Puck to center, taken over there by Colin Heinold. Nor'easters back in the Bulldog zone. Saved by Tallarico as went up high on Nick. Heads up save by Nick. Babyak with it, plays it up to Murphy. Murphy drops it for Summers. Could be a 3-on-2 developing for the Bulldogs. Went, cuts to the middle. Hunter waits for it, gets taken down. Bulldogs want a penalty, they don't get it. Babyak keeps the puck in the zone just for a moment, has it back at center. Boy, another chance there for Hunter Went. Never got a shot away. Defenders play catch there. It's Klein and Babyak in the Bulldog zone. Their team up 1-0. Drop back pass to Summers across the UNE bench. Summers gets taken down at the blue line. There goes UNE. They shoot it down. This should be an icing, and it is. As we approach 13 minutes left in the first period, a Jake Swade goal is the difference.
Yeah, keep an eye on Matt Redding, too. He had a collision with Daniel Winslow right in the neutral zone in front of the UNE bench. Started to skate off a little bit gingerly there.
The goal scorers Swade out there with Enns and Heinz. Swade wins it cleanly back to Enns. Now it's Shields. He'll wrap it around the boards on the left side. Heinz with it there on the backhand. Banks it off the wall. Left it there for Enns. Ty takes it all the way up to the top. Down for Shields, and the Nor'easters shoot it down. This does have enough momentum for icing, and Spencer's on his horse, and he had to grab it. Bulldog turnover, a shot hit the side of the net. I think Tallarico had to come out and play that puck. Jake Swade now for the Bulldogs. Up to the middle for Ty Enns. Skates across the right side. Bulldogs left the puck there, but Enns gets it back. Big hit by Enns. Plays it down low. Little give and go. Swade skates around. Left side circle back. Spencer shoots. Gerard to save. Maybe got blocked in front. Back to Spodniak. Enns down below. Gives it back up to Shields. Shields, his shot deflected high up into the netting. Or no, it stayed in the field of play, they say. Puck floated to center, can be gathered by UNE's 26, Jake Fuss. Fuss goes down in after it, can't get there first. It's Jaden Shields for the Bulldogs. Up to Spodniak, his touch pass for Redding, could not connect, and Shields back for the Bulldogs. Jake Swade along his own bench on the far side. Puck goes back and forth like a pinball machine here in this Frozen Four. Adrian leads 1-0, 12-12 to go in the first period. Ian Wendt, Alex Herman with you on the Adrian College Sports Network. Here's the D3 Player of the Year, Spodniak. He lost the handle on it. Tripped on the blue line right there. Here's a UNE turnover. Redding goes to the middle for Luch, and they say he's offside. here with 11:58 left in the first.
Luciani just a hair step over the blue line as he started to receive that pass and made his approach. If he was a couple inches behind the play there, he might have been able to break all alone for a partial breakaway, but at this point, Bulldogs really starting to look like they're flowing and are very relaxed with 11:58 left to go.
Jake Swade, the Bulldog goal in the opening 5 minutes. Shot down in the nor'easter zone. Blue Sweaters with it, backhanded across on the near side where we're looking down right over the nor'easter bench. Puck in front. Back down further into the Adrian College zone. Iowa Denier gets bumped into the boards. Puck free to Dante Spagnolo. Spags has it, plays it up to Patosha. Ryan Patosha protects the puck along the right side. Couple of nor'easters there. Here comes a Bulldog friend to help out. The puck goes to the point. Shot by Denier, and that went just high. Bulldogs getting back on defense here. The nor'easters with the puck here, skating it through. It's number 19 with the puck, Aiden Curran. Shot wide of Tallarico all the way down to center, or it can be played by Colin Heinold. And the nor'easters, all they can do is change. Bulldogs doing some decent work here in the defensive zone. Here's a stretch pass up to Summers, over across his bench. Out there with Hunter Wentz. Summers cuts to the net. Brent Summers never got a shot on Gerard. Nice breakout there for the Bulldogs. Some trouble in front of the nor'easter bench. They get it in onside. Tallarico plays it back around the boards on the near side. Right up along the half wall. Nor'easter's trying to stuff it in. Tallarico's down in the crease and it stays out. Little wraparound attempt for UNE. Stay off the board here. Approaching 10 minutes left in the opening period. Bulldogs lead at 1-0.
The nor'easters were very close to tying this game up.
Nor'easters shovel it back in on the backhand. Chip Hamlet, and he goes for a change as his teammates play it down on the Adrian College side, but it's out quickly. Now it's Riley Murphy for the Bulldogs. He'll be out there alone as Adrian completes a change, protects the puck along the near side wall, plays it back to the point. Adrian's skater not quite there yet as Jake Swade on a back check steals it away. It's now Chase Spencer. His stretch pass tipped off Murphy, so no icing. Gerard plays it for his defenseman. Swade tried to lift a stick. Nor'easters get to it first. Up to center and out. Jaden Shields has it for the Bulldogs, the right-handed defenseman. With his right-handed defenseman partner there, Spencer. Back to Swade. Now it's Heinz. Up top, one-timer for Spencer. Rebound out in front. And the Nor'easters get it out to the wall. It's Zach Heinz. Jake Swade with ends right in front of the keeper. Oh, it bounced off the stick of Spencer at the blue line. Adrian recoils here. Up 1-0 in this national semifinal game, approaching 9 minutes left in it.
It was Billy Gerard a couple moments ago who made a really nice stop in the danger zone. There was a loose rebound on the top of his crease. He stayed really patient right over the puck.
Little give and go here for the Nor'easters. They shoot right in, and Tallarico makes a save right in that chest protector. And Nick Tallarico with another nice save for the Bulldogs.
We were just talking about goaltending, except on the other side. And Tallarico himself coming up with a very nice stop there. Matched the speed perfectly on his retreat as everything was coming closer to him. Shot right into the chest, held his angle very well. And a good stop as he makes his 6th save of the afternoon.
Shots on goal even at that 6 mark. It's going to be Alessio Luciani on the far side, right side. One right over to Spodniak up along the wall. Matus to Luch in the middle. Luch gives it off to Matthew Redding. Down deep in the corner, left it there for Luch. Back to Redzi. Wasn't ready for it. Instead, it's Alex Sheehy. Nor'easters get it out quickly. Could be a 3-on-2 developing. They get the puck into the center. They have someone cutting in a goal, and it's a shot. May have hit the outside of the goal post, or Tallarico got a piece of it. Hard to tell. Here's a shot from the point. Saved by Tallarico into the corner. Bouncing here. They try to get it back up. Ice it stolen by Matthew Redding across the blue line. Red line here is Spodniak. Matus drops it there for Redding. Down deep further for Matus. Shot, pass, cross, no. Redding with the puck for the Bulldogs. Plays it back to Klein. Austin Klein's pass intercepted. Up the ice now, it's Ryan Kuzmich. Nor'easters playing here with the Bulldogs. Changing up here, 8 minutes left in the first period. A goal by Jake Swade is the difference in this one. Bulldogs up 1-0, and it was A whistle stops play.
I think it was a hand pass called down there.
Okay.
We'll take the face-off. Take the face-off in the offensive zone for the Nor'easters.
Talk about a unique broadcast angle, Alex. We are below the fans here at Endicott College. Tough to see the near side boards. One by UNE, back to the point. Shot went wide. Bulldogs leading 1-0 here in the national semifinal. Puck along the wall, lost by the Nor'easters. Back they go on their own defensive side, turning with it. Kevin O'Keefe leaves it there, hit by Calgin. Puck up to UNE. And a near turnover as it's on the far side boards. O'Keefe again plays it up. John Calgin there for the Bulldogs. Here's Patosha in on a lone. Ryan shoots! And it stayed out. Nice effort by Gerard. Connor May in the near side corner. He protects the puck, and now here's Calgin once again. Calgin goes for Patosha in the middle. High slot down to Calgin. And the Bulldogs just do keep it in the zone. But the Nor'easters grab the puck here with 7:04 left in the first period. Here's the Bulldogs steal here. Klein gives it off to Murphy, who's fresh onto the ice here. Murphy backhands it wide. Over to the near side. A little bit of open ice here in this first period. Nor'easter skater goes in, and nice poke check away. Shields and Klein back on defense. Tallarico covers for a faceoff.
Garrett Devine with a nice move there as he started to enter in the zone. 10 goals, 6 assists for 16 points on the season. Went open up and over there, trying to get past his defender, was very close to reaching the front of the net, but Tallarico getting the goalie paw over it for the stop with 6:48 left to go.
Devine on the draw with Summers. To the right side of Tallarico. Back to Jaden Shields. They won it cleanly. Shields looking for a long stretch pass, knocked down by a Nor'easter at their own blue line. UNE will shoot it down in. All the way across the boards. Chase Spencer's outlet pass. Blocked back. Now it's Shields. He gets taken into the boards. Puck on the near side half wall. Bulldogs with possession. It's Hunter Wentz skating through the middle. Drifts over to his left side. Backhands it down, where it can be played by Alex Sheehy. Sheehy now with Colin Hinold. They lift it up to center. Shields. He'll try a stretch pass to Murphy. Murphy chips it up ice to himself. Murphy with Summers streaking to the net. Murphy shoots and scores! Riley Murphy! What a sharp angle shot. We have a 2-0 lead here in this first period.
Oh my goodness, Riley Murphy. What a shot. This puck kicked out to the right wing where he was waiting all alone. Didn't have a lot of space to work with as Gerard was holding his space very nicely, but found a way to go upstairs, upper 90 car, off the crossbar and in. It's 2-0 Bulldogs.
I heard the post and then I saw the light. That's the only way I knew that was in the net. What a goal by Riley Murphy as he did chip it up ice to himself. And the Bulldogs with a 2-0 lead here in the first period. The ensuing faceoff quickly into the Nor'easter zone as Heinz gets taken off the puck by Kevin O'Keefe. So it's Swade and now Murphy, the two Bulldog goal scorers. Ends down below the goal line. It's Heinz back up ice. Adenier back over to Terry Ryder, shoots it wide. Puck down deep. Bulldogs up 2-0 here. 5.5 to go in the first period. Ian Wendt and Alex Herman with you on the Adrian College Sports Network. A big hit right into the Nor'easter bench by Jake Swade. But the Nor'easters with the puck. In the right side corner, shot on Tallarico. It's a bouncer. Where is it? It's under Tallarico somewhere. And there's going to be an Adrian penalty off of this.
Oh boy, here we go.
They're letting him go. Look at this. It was a late whistle on Tallarico, and Nor'easters climbing all over Tallarico, and Iowa Denier took one of them and threw him down. So it should be a Nor'easter power play here.
That penalty, though, something that Iowa Denier had to do. UNE all on top of Nick Tallarico as he covered up a loose bouncing puck on the top of his crease. And one of the unwritten rules of hockey is you can't touch the other team's netminder. And in that case, Tallarico needed some support. So I'm sure that penalty is certainly an excused one for Iowa Denier.
The Nor'easters on the power play, 11th in the nation, 24.6%. The Bulldogs, 36th in the country on the penalty kill. They're just under 83%. Nor'easters won the draw. Back to the point, now the left side wall. With this is Daniel Winslow. All the way across to the right side. Bulldogs up 2-0 here, killing off a penalty. Deflected pass by Terry Ryder. Back to Winslow. Shot. Tallarico right in front. Bulldogs work it to the wall, but not out. Winslow again left side. Wade shoots. It got blocked in front. And shooting it down is Matus Spodniak. 1:26 left on the penalty. 4:42 left in the first period. Bulldogs up 2-0.
Good job from the Bulldogs to hold and control in the defensive zone on this penalty kill. It's going to be really big if they can get back to even strength without letting one in.
Nor'easters scored on the power play last week and scored a shorthanded goal against Utica as they need to regroup here. Spagnuolo like glue here on the Nor'easter. Trouble getting through the neutral ice area. Now they do up over the blue line. It's number 26, Descanio. Didn't get a shot on. Bulldogs send it down the ice once more, just over halfway through this power play for the Nor'easters. Gliding through up into the middle ice area. All the way around left side to right side, the Nor'easters work. Jake Swade, Hunter went out there on this penalty kill. This is an old shot and they score. Tipped in front. The Nor'easters are on the board. It's a power play goal.
Yeah, you had a feeling that this one was coming. They were doing a really good job of cycling the puck down low. A shot from the point. I don't know if it was redirected there or not, but certainly changed direction on Nick Tallarico. A 2-1 game now with 3:50 left to go in the first period.
Looked like Garrett Devine on the Nor'easter goal. It's a power play goal. They're out shooting the Bulldogs now 13-7. Bulldogs still lead this one 1-0. Face off one cleanly down into the Bulldog zone deeper. It's Chase Spencer. Spencer gets it up to Calgin. Calgin to the middle. No connection there. Back to Spencer. Chase back to Shields. Now it's Calgin. Near side in his own off defensive zone. It's Spencer. Spencer's touch pass for Calgin too far as UNE shoots it down in further. 3.5 to go, and we have what might be an offside play here.
Biggest thing that the Bulldogs need to keep track of is making sure that their effort level in this period stays at 100%. You concede one on the PK, which is not exactly what you want. Now the game a little bit closer than it was before. A 1-goal deficit instead of 2. So they need to make sure that they finish out this period as strong as possible.
Yes, and as big of a home environment for UNE as you could have, as a very large contingent here of UNE fans and supporters. Bulldogs shoot it down for an icing. We go back down to the other side, down to our right. Bulldogs ice it here with 3:15 left in the first period.
You really said it, Ian. The crowd here for UNE, to our right, it's the full student section, and that just covers 1/2 of the stands. On the other side, the parents are sitting to the left.
That's right.
A far trip for the people out in Michigan for the Bulldogs, but not so far for UNE.
Here's a UNE win at the blue line, shot wide of Tallarico. 3:08 left in the first period. Bulldogs up 2-1 here in this Frozen Four semifinal. Bulldogs have it back in their own side. It's Terry Ryder, drops it back for Io Adenier. Io shoots it down. They say it's an icing, but it went on goal. Gerard played it. They're going to call the icing anyway. And Coach Krug and Coach Matt Thompson want an explanation. And they won't get the answer that they want. As Io shot it.
Yep.
And it hit Gerard, did it not?
I thought it did there. And so the officials are going to discuss this. I wonder instead if we'll just take a neutral zone draw at center ice, kind of to even things up. But we'll find out in just a second after the officials make their decision.
They're going to send the Bulldogs back. But, Alex, you look at this, it's a built-in timeout.
That it is.
The more you argue, and they let you argue, the more those guys can stay rested if they need to go back on the ice.
Especially, too, in playoffs, when you need to make sure that you're managing your airflow in your lungs. That's a big opportunity to sneak a little bit of a break in for the roster.
So all the way back into the Adrian College side, to the right of Nick Tallarico. who's faced 13 UNE shots. He has 12 saves. Face-off played to the corner. UNE shoots one across the way up into the netting. And we'll do it again. The Bulldogs can change if they want to, and they will. And we'll see the goal scorer, Jake Swade. His line out there with Ty Enns and Zach Heinz.
It's been a tightly contested first period, really back and forth. Looked like the Bulldogs were starting to gain some momentum. Power play goal for UNE really shutting that down a little bit. So like to see how the Bulldogs are going to respond going forward.
Clean win by the Nor'easters, but a shot never got through. And Adrian clears it up ice to Heinz and Swade. Let down by Iowa Dinier at the Adrian blue line. Puck taken there by Ty Enns. Enns in front of his own bench. Pokes it into the Nor'easters zone. A bouncer there for Enns. Enns trying to plate it up to Swade. Too far for Heinz. And here goes UNE 2-on-2 into the zone. A low, simple sliding shot. Grabbed by Tallarico. He'll cover. And some more stuff after the whistle.
A little bit of a meeting of the minds in front of Tallarico. And I think there's going to be a penalty here. It looks like they're sending Jake Swade to the box. I'm not exactly sure what the call was for, because it looked like everything that was going on was mutual between both sides, but maybe...
they just sent him to the bench.
Oh, okay, there. They started to escort him. I thought they were going to take him to the box.
So face-off stays in the Bulldog defensive zone. One back. Down deep now for the Nor'easters. They turn with the puck in the near side corner. Up ice the D, go D to D. O'Keefe a shot, bouncer in the slot. Klein finds it for the Bulldogs, up to Matt Redding. Could be a 3-on-2. Here's Matus, leaves it off to Alessio Luciani. Luch shoots, went wide of Gerard. And there's a penalty upcoming to the Nor'easters. The nation's best power play. We'll see their first opportunity. Alex, what'd you see?
That was a clear interference and skating to the box right now. Daniel Winslow. I don't know whose stick it was, but whoever was on the far right side wing there for the Bulldogs just got his stick absolutely lifted out of his hands up into the rafters. He could have hung that up as a retired jersey. got quite the distance up there.
So we'll see Alessio Luciani on the power play. This line won the game last week against the Pointers of Stevens Point. It's Redding up on the left side, back to Spodniak. It's Shields at the top. Jaden Shields over to Spodniak. Matus down low, deflected wide of Gerard. It's Redding behind the goal. Ends into the middle, waiting, shoots, save Gerard. Rebound there for Redding, and Gerard kept it out. Ends down there with it. Now it's Redding behind. Ends sends it up ice to Shields, a bouncing puck at the blue line. He holds it in. Here's Matus Spodniak, the player of the year in Division 3. Back to Shields. They're covering Ends there on that right side circle. Shot by Spodniak, went wide. Opening 40 seconds of this power play for the Bulldogs. Alessio Luciani up ice to Shields. Ends one-timer, blocked in front. Nor'easters can clear it out, and they get it to center. They must change with 1:06 left in the Adrian power play. 1:04 left in the first period. Bulldogs shoot it down, and they call an icing.
Right before the icing call, UNE sent an outlet pass. Garrett Devine was waiting on the blue line. It looked like he was going to start to make his approach, but instead let the puck dribble over his stick and went for the line change instead to get fresh legs.
And off the Bulldog icing, it'll be Anthony Shoko out there, but it's won by the Bulldogs. And it's Jaden Shields, final minute of the opening period. Bulldogs up 2-1. And some trouble at the blue line as the linesman got in the way of Hunter Wentz, and he couldn't carry it through in time, so the Bulldogs offside with 51 seconds left in the opening period. Both teams change up here. Riley Murphy hits the ice. He scored Adrian's second goal out there with Patosha and Hunter Wentz. No relation to yours truly, but a great family, the Went family. Won by the Bulldogs. It's Chase Spencer, the All-American defenseman. Finds Zach Heinz. Heinz wraps it around left side to right side. Murphy holds it in the Bulldog zone across. There's a loose puck, but the Nor'easters shoot it down. 34 seconds on the Adrian power play. Now it's Spencer turning around the cage. Chase up over his blue line, now the red line. Chase will just bring it on in himself. Spencer below the goal mouth, gives it back up. Here's Wentz looking for a pass. Hunter Wentz over to Ryan Patosha. Patosha waiting. 14 seconds left in the period. Spencer waits. Shoots a wrister wide of Girard. Now it's Patosha for the Bulldogs. 8 seconds left in the period. He lost it to center. And it will be Spencer going in for it. They're going to call a penalty on the Bulldogs with 1 second left in the period as the effort play out there for Colin Heinold will draw a Bulldog penalty, and it's Chase Spencer to go into the box.
Yeah, that is not what you want from Adrian College. 0.8 left to go on the clock. You just had your entire power play killed off as the first period is about to end. So UNE will start the second period off 5-on-4. And a huge momentum shift for them.
Nor'easter's already scored on the power play here today. It's their lone goal, and it was the effort by the Nor'easter attacker to split the Bulldog defense and draw that penalty. So we'll drop the puck for a formality as there are 0.8 seconds left in this opening period. Bulldogs leading 2-1 here in this Frozen Four semifinal. Hobart and Endicott to play tonight at 7 o'clock. Winner of both games will play Sunday night here at 7 for the national championship. As the officials will pause play here as they are going to review the play.
If it's under review, I'm not exactly sure what they're looking at to review.
Oh, are they looking? I just heard down with the statistician for a possible penalty shot.
Are they going to argue that he was in the shooting motion?
Possibly. That's what I overheard, is that that's what they're looking at. So they're going to check the replay through the NCAA if they will award the Nor'easters a possible penalty shot, as they give the word to the official scorebook down there on the ice.
That just looks like it's going to stay a penalty here.
Looks like a normal power play for essentially the home team. Oh, they added time onto the clock. They added 1 full second. If you're UNE, maybe you pull your goalie for a second.
Well, you got to do it now before they drop the puck.
Discussion again with Coach Krug. And now a conversation with UNE's bench. Kevin Swallow in his 8th season.
If you have 1.8 left, I don't see why you don't take Billy Girard out of the net and give them an extra attacker. I mean, there's not enough time really to fire it all the way down. You're down 2-1 at this point, 1.8 left to go.
They're putting a Nor'easter in the box?
Yeah, a lot of confusion here, Ian.
Yeah.
Is it 4-on-4?
They're putting Daniel Winslow in the Nor'easter penalty box. Why? We'll find out. There's no penalty on the scoreboard yet. So there's 4 skaters on the ice for both teams. We'll need to get an explanation from the NCAA on this. Face-off goes to the corner, and confusion, to say the least, to end the period.
I think I know what it was. It's very possible that Winslow came out of the box too early, and they were putting him back in for that last 1 second as a formality thing. But we'll find out. We'll get an explanation for it, but good all-around period from both sides.
Yes, it's Jake Swade and Riley Murphy for the Bulldogs, and it's Garrett Devine for the Nor'easters. We head to intermission. The Bulldogs leading UNE here in this Frozen Four semifinal, 2-1. You're listening to Adrian College Bulldog Hockey on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged, experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
In its 2021 edition of America's Best Colleges, U.S. News & World Report has once again ranked Adrian College as a top regional college in the Midwest. The institution was named to the Best Regional Colleges Midwest section for the 7th consecutive year, and once again listed number 2 in the Most Innovative Schools category. In addition to these honors, Adrian College was also named to the Best Undergraduate Teaching and Best Value College lists. Adrian College has been established as a distinctive and innovative educational leader in the United States. The institution places priority on a culture of innovation and critical thinking. This is the 12th consecutive year Adrian College has been featured by U.S. News & World Report. You can see the full list of rankings and find more information on their website. For more information about Adrian College, visit adrian.edu. The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Welcome back to the Frozen Four. It's Division III men's ice hockey. Yes, championship weekend here at Endicott College in Beverly, Massachusetts, just outside of Boston. I'm Ian Wendt, Alex Herman with you on the Adrian College Sports Network. We have a 2-1 score. Bulldogs strike early a couple of times, and then late goal by UNE gets this thing that much closer.
Yeah, well, to start things off, the first goal that we saw, 3:50 in the first period, it was Jake Swade who found the back of the net, assisted by Ty Enns and Cam Babyak. So that gave the Bulldogs the 1-0 extension, and then going even further at 13:53, it was Riley Murphy with an upstairs shot that sounded like it caught some iron that came off the stick as well, assisted by Jaden Shields, who's playing strong so far. And late in the first period, which leaves us at the score of 2-1, Garrett Devine was the one to score for UNE to get them on the board for the first time in this playoff weekend, assisted by Colin Heinhold and Shea Courtemache. It's been a really fast-paced play here. Couple of penalties that we saw. UNE right now 1 for 2 on the power play. It was the Iowa Dinier penalty. That was the first one that the Bulldogs took that would ultimately result in the goal that was let in. And the Bulldogs on the other side 0 for 1 so far on the power play. They have the NCAA leading power play percentage, so certainly one that is extremely dangerous and something that you have to watch out for. But both sides playing really strong. Adrian 9 shots to the Nor'easterns 14. It really started to look like once the Bulldogs got on the board for the second time that the momentum was starting to really shift in their favor. But I think that the Nor'easters really did a great job of coming back and battling against the Bulldogs really well towards the late stages of that first period. And it's going to be a close one all the way through 60 minutes of play. Both of these teams coming off of overtime wins. So you have to wonder, is there a chance that we might see something like that again? Who's to know? But 40 minutes still of hockey before these two teams take to the ice again for the second period.
Yeah, when you look at the Adrian penalties, the one with Iowa Dinier was defending your goalie in the crease. That's going to happen. The second one that was with 1 second left in the period by Chase Spencer was right after the Adrian power play. Give up a breakout pass for UNE. The guy splits the defenders, and Spencer just takes him down.
Yeah.
A good penalty, I'd say, but that's some sloppy play on the defensive side coming off of a power play. We did get clarification on the confusion right at the end of the period. What they were doing with the replay was checking how much time was left when the penalty occurred. The initial play said 0.8 on the clock. They look at the monitor, they say there was 1.8 seconds, and at that time, 14 Daniel Winslow was still in the penalty box. So that's why he went back in for 1 second. They ran the clock, he comes out, and a minute 59 on the Nor'easter power play is they're going to get one to start the second period and a chance to tie this game because that's how they got their first goal, was on the man advantage.
Yeah, this is a really big opportunity for the Nor'easterns to get back on an even score, 2-2 in this game, dominating in the shot category by 5 at the moment. It's really, really fortunate for them that they get to start this period on the 5-on-4, because from there, you can run away with some of the momentum and really swing the tide in your favor. So the Bulldogs need to come out with a huge defensive stop to open up the second frame, and a huge test for them at this point in the game.
Frozen 4 action here at Endicott College in Beverly, Massachusetts. We are playing at Raymond J. Burke Arena here at the Endicott campus. Both teams have hit the ice now as they are ready to go. And once again, this crowd is loud and they're heavily favoring the East Coast. At least where we're standing, it's a wave of nor'easters.
Yeah, this is really the nor'easter storm cloud, as you might, over to our right.
Yes.
Students all packed in nice and tight in the stands here as the horn will sound in 20 minutes back up on the score clock for the opening of the second period.
Winner to the national championship game that is scheduled for 7 p.m. here at Endicott College. Yes, a Sunday night national championship. Might have to call off of work if the Bulldogs make it to Sunday night, so you can enjoy your Monday. But you got to get there first, and these nor'easters were also close last season in the Frozen Four up at Lake Placid. Fell to SUNY Geneseo. They fought back. They're a scrappy bunch, and look, they're ranked in the top 10, and we're seeing that here today.
Yeah, UNE 21-6-2 overall on the season. They're 16-4-1 in the CCC conference here on the East Coast of the United States. The only real difference on paper, at least, for these two teams is that the Bulldogs won their regular season title as well as their playoff title in the NCAA. And other than that, they're both here in the semifinals, so you have to imagine it's an even strength team against another even strength team. Not a whole lot that you can say from the looks of it right on the surface.
Well, speaking of surface, Alex, we have the crew here at the rink working on some standing water behind the Bulldog net where Nick Tallarico is on one knee looking on across the way as they have the squeegee out behind Tallarico. As we had a bit of a delay last week at Adrian College in the overtime stanza. Had to wait for the water to freeze, waiting for science to happen here at Endicott College. What are you looking for in the second period?
Well, the Bulldogs, first and foremost, have to come out and they need to kill this penalty. From there, they need to use their skill in the offensive zone to get back on the board and really see if they can run away from this game, because the Nor'easterns are not going to let up until the game is going to be over. They have very strong talent, couple of goal scorers who can really find the back of the net quite frequently, and things about to get set for the second period.
It will be the goal scorer for UNE, Garrett Devine, taking the draw against Alessio Luciani for the Adrian Bulldogs. He has the C on his sweater. We're underway from the second period of the Frozen Four. Bulldogs shoot it down quickly. Ryder, Adenier, Spondiak, and Luciani, the four Bulldogs defending this UNE power play, who is 1 for 1 here today with a fresh sheet of ice. A bouncing puck in the slot area. Goes now further to the corner. Spondiak on it there first. Adenier wraps it around the boards and out as UNE has to regroup here. It's Colin Heinold. Heinold up ice, bounces it to center. Cannot be gathered in, and they spin it around. Alessio Luciani on the loose puck. Luch, one-on-one, got poked out to the corner. And UNE looks to push here. Coach Swallow urging his team to get up ice. And Adenier sends it up further to Alessio. Play in the middle. Adenier on it again. Two Nor'easters there. They shoot it down further. It's Shuko. Shuko around the way. Nor'easters with 1:05 on their power play. Opening minute of the second period. 2-1 Bulldogs. Here in the national semifinal. Puck up to the top. Slot. Pass across. Shot. May have been blocked by Adenier right there in front. Back to the point. Shot, and they score. They shot it up high. Right over Tallarico's left shoulder. Looked like Alex Sheehy.
Wow, this is exactly what you want if you're UNE. An early goal to start off the second period on the power play, and just about 1 minute and 10 seconds into that odd man advantage. Things really starting to pick up in volume here at Raymond J. Bork Arena.
All right, now we skate 5-on-5. We're knotted up at twos here in the national semifinal. Here's a pass up to Jake Swade. He scored the first Bulldog goal. Stretch pass too far for Zach Hines. Back to center, it's Shields. Let's see if the Bulldogs can answer here as they shoot it down. They're offside. Nor'easters have it. Opening minute 30 of this second period. 2 UNE power play goals. 2 even strength Adrian goals. It's Spencer on the backhand. Too far for Hines. Jake Swade in on the action as well, right at the blue line. It's Hines. Heinz with Swade and Enns. Enns cuts to the middle of the net. Now back, going for the puck. Nor'easters clear it out to their blue line. And here they go. Pass in. Shot. Blocked. Saved by Tallarico. To the left side corner. Nor'easters getting a bit of a breakout there from the neutral ice area. Puck down deep in the Adrian zone is Jake Swade. He'll carry it on himself. A saucer pass up to Ty Enns. Finds Heinz. Goes off his stick. Bulldogs in a partial change. Nor'easters on it once again. They drop it back. Shot. They score.
Oh boy.
Bulldogs caught in the line change. And the first lead for the Nor'easters. Dawson Ellis, the former Bulldog. 2:17 into the period. And we have 2 Nor'easter goals just like that.
Yeah, the puck's really been bouncing around when it gets close to Bulldog sticks, and they can't really handle their passes right now. They're running around the ice a little bit. That's why you see the lead change now in favor of UNE. It's 3-2 with 17:40 left to go in the second.
Heinold off the draw for the Nor'easters. Shoots it down. It's Babyak for the Bulldogs. Cam up along the wall. Lays it down. Taken by the Nor'easters. Now it's back to Babyak. Adrian having trouble getting out of the zone. Now it's Luciani. Luch with speed through the middle. Luch through the blue line. Luch out there with Redding. Bulldogs barely onside, and it's Spodniak takes the puck to the far near side boards. Now it's back for Babyak. Early second period, 2 quick UNE goals. Bulldogs getting outshot here 17-9 here at Endicott College. Puck down in the Adrian College offensive zone deep. Spodniak out there for the Bulldogs. He can't find it. Nor'easters lift it out, and Babyak back with it for the Bulldogs. Cam turns with space in his own side. Cam lost the puck. Plays it back for Austin Klein. Klein behind Tallarico. Left it there. It's stolen away by the Nor'easters. Pass to the slot. Taken away by Connor May. May with pace through the middle. Connor May onside. May gets taken to the boards. The linesman goes down as well. Puck near side. Iowa Denier held it in the zone for a moment. Here's Ryan Patosha. Shot blocked. Patosha shoots again. Rebound taken away by the Nor'easters. Patosha tries again. A save by Gerard. Iowa Denier had some trouble at the blue line. And he'll play it back for Terry Ryder. Now it's Iowa once again. He shoots it down, and it's an icing as he did not reach the red line. Ian Wendt, Alex Herman with you here from Endicott College. Bulldogs scored the first 2. They've given up 3 in a row. Looking for answers here in the Boston area.
Well, it really seems that they're running around the ice a whole lot. They need to settle the nerves down if they want to stay in this game. They haven't taken a quality scoring chance in some time, but they need to find a way to get their shots off from high-scoring areas.
Patosha on the draw, back to Iowa Denier. Now it's Terry Ryder. Ryder up to John Kelgen. Middle of the ice for Connor May. Bulldogs barely onside, but they have to play it back for Terry Ryder. Now it's Iowa Denier. Denier shoots it down. This time it's onside. No icing on this play. Near side corner. Nor'easters on it first. They take it up further. It's number 16 playing this puck. Jaden Price. 3 straight Nor'easter goals. They lead it 3-2 here, opening 5 minutes of the second period. Puck deep in the Adrian College zone. Pass to the slot. What a block out there. I think Hunter Wendt got down and blocked that shot. And it's his teammate Terry Ryder brings it up ice. It's Connor May once again in the middle. Mayday backhands it down on Gerard, a bouncing puck, and he'll leave it there. Bulldogs make a change here on the fly. Approaching 15 minutes. Oh, a near turnover by the Nor'easters. Instead, they're puck up ice. They get over the blue line. Now it's backhanded down deep further. Chase Spencer pokes it down further for the Bulldogs. He's on it. Avoids a hit. He's out there with Brad Summers. Summers and Murphy. All the way across ice to Hunter Wendt. Wendt looking to lead Summers. It's tipped off his stick. Bulldogs onside. Here, early stages, second period. Puck to the blue line and out. It's Spencer. Spencer finds Murphy. It's Enns just outside the blue line. Bulldogs are offside. They regroup here. The nation's third leading scorer has it. Enns tries to skate through some traffic. He cannot. And UNE sends it to the near side boards. And they go for partial change. Puck in front of the Bulldog bench. Now it's Cam Babyak. Plays it up. finds Ends. Ends backhands it. He's going for Jake Swade, who scored the first Adrian goal. Swade down there, leaves it back in the corner. Ends with a turnover, tied to the slot, shot wide by Swade. Zach Heinz on it for the Bulldogs. Rotates down in the far side corner. Approaching 14 minutes left in the second period. Ty Ends with the puck. Ends trying to get it to center. It's poked away by the Nor'easters, and it's Austin Klein back for the black and gold. To the middle for Swade. Now it's Ends who's onside. Heinz gets tripped up. No call. Under 14 to go in the second period. Here's a chance for UNE. It's a 2-on-2. The trailer gives it, shoots, and they score.
Wow,
tic-tac-toe.
wow.
It's 4 straight goals for UNE. This one by number 20, Chad Merrill. Late on the play, joined it late. The extra pass. Talarico had no chance. And Coach Adam Krug wants to call a timeout. And he will. What an opening 6 minutes and change for UNE. We'll pause just 10 seconds for station identification. Bulldogs trailing here 4-2 in the national semifinal. You're listening to Adrian College Bulldog Hockey on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Live from the Raymond J. Bork Arena, it's Bulldog Hockey, presented by ACTV and WVAC Adrian 107.9.
Back here at Raymond J. Bork Arena in Beverly, Massachusetts, Ian Wentz, Alex Herman. Well. We go to the break. Bulldogs up 2-1. Nor'easters start on the power play in the second period. They score 2 straight goals after that. UNE leads here 4-2.
Wow, this is a really interesting situation because the Bulldogs have not seen something like this happen in their season for quite some time. The last time that I really can remember it was back in the beginning of the season when they were playing Trine at Trine over in Angola, Indiana. They were down and then wound up coming back to win that game just barely in overtime. So they're going to have to battle hard, and they're down 2 with 13:36 left to go in the second.
Bulldogs off their timeout. Alessio Luciani's pass knocked down by a high stick. Goes down into the corner further. Luch down there with it. Luch played it back. It's Heinold. Up ice to Adenier now. Ryder, he'll shoot, and a glove save by Billy Gerard. Just his 11th shot on goal. He's made 9 saves.
No traffic for Billy Gerard on the net front. Saw that come right off of the stick on that left point there. Tracked it all the way into the glove. Easy stop for him as he'll be awarded the whistle.
Look at the Nor'easters' goal output this season. They are 5th in the country in scoring. 4.14 per game. Bulldogs first at 5.76 goals per contest. Nor'easters right near that average. Bulldogs well below it right now, approaching halfway through the second period. It's the Nor'easters with the puck. They send it down, and it's no icing as Chase Spencer backhands it further for Shields. Now it's Calgin. Far side wall. Plays back for Chase Spencer. His pass up, too far for Connor May. We have a stoppage in play with 12:57 left in the second period.
Biggest thing I'd like to say for the Bulldogs, they need to figure out a way to settle the nerves down. They've won a championship before, so they have experience on their roster fighting through adversity. That's what they're going to have through the rest of the game. They're down 2. They need a battle back. They had an early lead and gave it up. How will they respond will be the story for the duration of this regulation.
Brad Summers on the draw. He wins it. Shields tries a little wrister shot. Doesn't get through. Puck to the near side corner. Bulldogs up top. It's Spencer. Spencer shoots. A save by Gerard as Summers came flying across trying to get that deflection. Couldn't do it. Face off in the Nor'easter zone.
So far, this has been a good response for the Bulldogs. They seem a little bit more collected. Like the Coach Krug, drawing up as much strategy as they can. They have a loud and proud crowd behind them, similar to the one that we get at Arrington Ice Arena, so that could factor into things too.
Same line out there for Coach Krug. A fight for the puck. Nor'easters with it. They skate it out to the far side. Deflected off of Murphy's skate. Went takes a tumble. Puck to center ice. As it's Spencer calming things down for the Bulldogs. Now it's Jaden Shields. Gains the zone with Went. Went far side half wall. Playing it down low to Brad Summers. Summers backhands it. Going for Went. Went trying to stuff it in that far side post. And the puck goes further deep behind out there with Summers. Good physical shift. Murphy shoots, and that went high. Alex, I'm not sure if Gerard got a piece of that, but what a chance there from Summers and Murphy.
Well, he certainly swiped at it, flashed the leather out. It was a really fast shot from in between the circles. Gerard looking very confident right now as his Nor'eastern squad up by a score of 4-2 with 12:17 left to go.
Shots on goal, UNE 18, AC 14. Here in this national semifinal, Jake Swade lost the draw. Nor'easters wrap it around. Bulldogs there first for Hines. Up to Babyak. Babyak played it down. Jake Swade in on the action as well with tie ends. Swade cuts to the middle, rolling puck, back to Klein. Now it's Swade at the top, and they can't keep it in as Cam Babyak must reverse course. And he'll play it off the near side wall in front of the UNE bench. And Adrian can skate it up. It's tie ends out there with Hines. Cross ice, it's Klein. Austin Klein settles it down, shoots it wide. Ends on it first for the black and gold, plays it down to the corner. A shot, went up over the cage and stays out. Hines a little move there, gives it back up. Babyak walks in. Cam shoots, blocked, rebound, and they can't get it on goal. Another shot, and that went wide as tie ends was right on the doorstep. Some Bulldog pressure here in the middle stages of this hockey game. Swade still out there. Goes down deep for the puck. Nor'easters on it first. A big hit by Ends into the boards. Babyak with it for the Bulldogs. Good shift here for AC. 11:14 left in the second. Bulldogs trail here 4-2. They've given up 4 straight goals after leading 2-0 halfway through the first period. Here's Spodniak in the center. Matus with speed shoots wide of Gerard. And here go the Nor'easters. Do they have a push back here? No. Iowa Denier stole it away. Matus, get it to the middle. Here's Alessio Luciani back to Spodniak in the front. And he gets it down further deep in the boards. Luch up top. Here's Iowa Denier with Terry Ryder. Ryder down off the wall. The Nor'easters poke it out. Not enough momentum for an icing as Denier plays it on the backhand. Finds Terry Ryder. Ryder to Redding. Matthew Redding plays it up to Luch. Luch in the zone. Alessio gets it on the backhand, rotates on the forehand, looking for a pass. Gets it down into the corner. Io can't hold it in. Bulldogs go back once again. Finds Ryder, too far for Luch. Nor'easters force a turnover, and they shoot it down. They'll go for a partial change. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now halfway through this hockey game, the Frozen Four, here at Endicott College. Ian Wendt, Alex Herman with you on the Adrian College Sports Network. Puck worked free by the Nor'easters. They're going to skate down. They have numbers momentarily. Skate right in. Rico sprawling out. Puck in the slot, and Bulldogs keep it out.
Oh, that's a big save from Nick Tallarico right there.
That's what the Nor'easters do. They play defense and generate chances like that one, and Rico sprawls out. Makes yet another save. This is the exact kind of hockey game the Nor'easters want to play. Clamp down on defense and then spring out into the offensive zone.
Well, you had to feel it. As soon as they scored that second goal to tie the game early on in the second period here, they had a lot of energy, and a lot of energy then carried over to 3 more goals. They're leading 4-2, and Tallarico will need to make more stops to keep the Bulldogs in this game.
Here's a shot through traffic, and they score. That thing had eyes. Shot from the point. Colin Heinold scores for UNE, and it's 5-2 Nor'easters.
Yeah, and we're going to get a goaltending change here. Deshaun Stewart's going to come off the bench to switch with Nick Tallarico. Not what he wants for sure, but he did all that he could to battle through this. And 9:34, this is a huge lead for the Nor'easterns. 5-2 is the score.
Boy, Nick Tallarico's day is done. 5 goals on 20 shots for the Nor'easters. Bulldogs down here 5-2, halfway through this game. The Suede line on the draw for Coach Krug, or that's Summers, excuse me. Bulldogs quickly, it's Hunter Wendt playing it to the middle for Murphy. Murphy and Summers. Summers got his stick caught up in a skate of a Nor'easter, and the Blue Sweaters with the puck in a 3-goal lead. Here's a turnover. Summers for a moment had it. Now it's back to the blue line. Cam Babiak kept it in for the Bulldogs. Summers, Babiak. Now Murphy. Murphy had it poked away. He'll go to the center ice area. He scored Adrian's second goal way back in the opening period. Murphy through traffic. Puck goes to the center. UNE plays it there. UNE bounces it off the boards. Back into the Bulldog zone. It's Austin Klein. Out there for the Dogs. Trying to find the answer. It's Murphy through center. Finds its way to Klein. Klein onside. Puck bouncing. Here's UNE's 14 with it. Daniel Winslow. He had it stolen away. Shot. A save by Dershawn Stewart. Dershawn has been out with a nagging groin injury. And you see him over in pain there on the Adrian side. On his first save. Another chance for UNE. Winslow. Guarded there by Spencer. Puck taken away by Chase. Gets it free. Bulldogs down a triple here. Heinz onside. Dropped it. Ends. Left side. Tries to go to Suede in the middle. He can't connect on the pass. And the Bulldogs go back here. Spencer's pass. Too far for Heinz. Adrian in a partial change. Under 8 to go, second period. UNE 5, AC 2. Here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Bouncing puck at the blue line. It's out to center. Nice hit by Matt Redding. Bulldogs get possession. It's Jaden Shields back in his own side here. Bulldogs working left to right as we look down at Raymond J. Burke Arena. Lifted down. UNE has scored 4 goals in the second period. This is Matt Redding. Around the boards for the Bulldogs. Played there by Gerard, the Nor'easter goalie. Here's UNE on the rush. Tipping it back and just goes wide of the new Bulldog goalie in there, Dershawn Stewart. Nor'easters making a change. Puck deep in the Adrian zone. Couple Bulldogs going for it. It's Terry Ryder free with it for AC. Now it's Luciani. Now it's an Adrian turnover. Nor'easters back out in front. Backhander never got through. Here is a shot through. It might have been a save by Stewart. Terry Ryder on the puck for the Bulldogs. Taped his tape for Iowa Dinier. Adrian going for a stretch pass. It's stopped out there by the Nor'easters. Adrian led 2-1 after one period. They now trail 5-2. Here in the national semifinal, it's John Calgin for the Bulldogs. Skates in, has Potosha, and Calgin puts it into the corner for Tosh. Back further to John Calgin, down behind Gerard. Connor May in on the fun as well. May plays it up to himself. May takes a hit, play back to the point. Klein fanned on the shot, and he's got to go back for it. Trying to gain position. Poked back for Cam Babiak. Now it's Austin Klein to the middle. Touch pass to Connor May. Floating in the center. John Calgin plays it off to himself. Now it's Potosha. He has his pocket picked. Nor'easters shoot it down. This should be an icing, and it is. Boy, much needed for Adrian right there, Alex, with 5:40 left in the second period. Bulldogs searching for 3 goals to tie the game.
And what's interesting at this point in the season, through all of the games that they've played, this is only the 4th time that they've had more than 4 goals scored on them through regulation. So an unfamiliar situation for the Bulldogs is certainly adding up on them, and you can see their frustration on the ice.
Face-off won by Adrian. Shot in, blocked by the Nor'easters. And Brad Summers with the rebound for the Bulldogs. Back to Jaden Shields. Spencer, his stretch pass for Murphy. Out there with Wentz and Summers. Hunter brought it on side and back out. Now it's Spencer. His shot in. Deflected high off the netting. A stoppage and play with 5:20 left in the second period.
Bulldogs really need to do a good job of finding themselves to the net right now. After the first period, they had 9 shots. With 5:20 left to go in the second, they have 13 and have let up 5. To start the period, they were up 2-1. So everything at this point really not going in their favor, and they're going to have to do a whole lot to make sure that they can try and get back in this as they trail by 3.
And they move the face-off outside of the UNE zone. Summers on the draw with Murphy and Wendt. Murphy scored Adrian's second goal. One back for Shields. The junior defenseman spins, backhand, shovels it down. Gerard played it back for his defender. Bulldogs look to put on the forecheck here. Turnover. Where's the puck? It's in the slot. Bulldogs snapping at it, and they score! A goal for the Bulldogs! They're not dead yet. 5:05 left in the second. A rebound goal. I think it was Mr. Summers knocked in that loose puck.
The Bulldogs needed that goal. They get things a little bit closer as they're now trailing 5-3 instead of 5-2. A wacky bounce for sure, but that's the puck luck that the Bulldogs are going to need to find for the rest of the game. A huge goal for Adrian College, and we're going to see how UNE responds after that. But this is a huge shot in the arm for Adrian College. 5:05 left to go here in the second period, Ian. Things really just got interesting.
Yeah, if you had the over in this game, I think you hit it right now. 8 goals between the two. And a check with the scorer's table. They want to check the time, and they say it's good. 5:05 left in the second. Adrian has scored their third goal for Brad Summers. Gets the rebound goal. Bulldogs have the puck on the draw. It's Terry Ryder. Jake Swade back to Terry. Bouncing puck taken by the Nor'easters at center. Played it across to the right side. Heinz played it to the wall. Ends. Bodied off the puck. Here's Jake Swade. Bulldogs quick passing in their own zone. Ty Ends in the center. Ends shoots it down in the right side corner, where it can be pursued by Swade and Ends. On the puck first is Jake Swade. Identier cross ice to Terry Ryder. Deflected. Oh, and it stays wide. I think Ends may have gotten a stick on that one in the slot area. In the Adrian offensive zone here now. Jake Swade back up for Ryder. Ryder's shot goes wide on purpose into the far side corner. The Nor'easters on it first. They play it to center, and it's back for Ryder. Off the wall to Swade. Backhands it to Zach Heinz. Heinz down further. Far side corner. Bulldogs down a pair of goals here. Ends to Heinz. Up top to Chase Spencer. Shields. Summers in the middle. A little give and go. Deflected. Now it's back to Shields. Ends a one-timer. Blocked in front. Nor'easters skate out. 2-on-2. They dump it down and go for a change. Dershawn Stewart plays it for the Bulldogs, who's in goal after Nick Tallarico was chased from this game at the 10-minute mark of the second period. Far side boards for Hunter Wendt. Wendt with space. Skates up. Shoots it down, and that's an icing. Or no, they wave it off. Murphy and Summers down there with Wendt. Summers just scored moments ago. It's a Nor'easter puck. They shoot it down toward their bench. Taking this possession down further, the Nor'easters go to work. Spencer on it for the Bulldogs. Chase with speed, the All-American defenseman. Left side to right side around the boards. Brad Summers there first for the Bulldogs. Summers down there battling for it. Puck to the blue line. Babyak kept it in. Going for Murphy down there. There's Murphy. Summers in the middle. Didn't get a clean look at it. He was defended well by UNE. Under 3 to go in the second period. Here's Redding on the ice. Back in front. Babyak waits. Shoots, and a save by Gerard. Summers backhands it down for Matthew Redding. 5-3 Nor'easters. Where's the puck? It's in the Nor'easter skate. And they can play it out of their own zone. A big Bulldog push here as UNE makes a change. Up ice for Matthew Redding. Redding down for Spodniak. Matus trying to go back for the puck in the near side corner. Matus to Luch. Alessio up to Io Adenier. Now it's Austin Klein. Back to Io at the top. Adenier shoots. It goes wide of Gerard. Not sure if Billy got a glove or a stick on that, but we stopped play with 2:03 left in the second.
Well, that was a smart shot from Io Adenier right at the center blue line at the point. where he plays his game so strong. Sort of floated one on net, and Billy Gerard had to look around through a couple of bodies as he was able, I believe, from what it looked like, to get a stick on that and deflected it up into the netting.
2:03 left in the second. Adrian led 2-0, then trailed 5-2, and a Brad Summers goal in the second period has given life back to the defending champs. It's Jaden Shields off the draw. Ends down further for Swade. Swade makes a move. Swade back to Ends. He shoots solo and just wide. A deflection for Ty Ends. Nearly had the Bulldogs' fourth goal. Bouncing puck up at the right side circle. Down low for Ty Ends. Ends shoveled it further for Swade. Swade back to Ends. Jake Swade to Spencer at the top. Shields will shoot it down wide. Hines Ends shoots. And this puck deflected. Oh, it's in the low slot. Can be picked up by Swade. Chase Spencer. Along the boards, here's Swade. Swade with Ends. No Bulldog there. UNE grabs it, 1:20 left in the second period. UNE up 2 goals here. Nice hit by Spencer. Shields with it. Jaden turns up Ice Nor'easters in a change. Matthew Redding over the left side blue line. Redzy played it across to the slot. Spodniak took a swipe at it. And UNE can skate up. Oh, a steal by Luch. Alessio Luciani out there. Luch shoots, a save by Gerard. Rebound to the corner. Final minute of the second period of the Frozen Four semifinal. Adrian College and University of New England. Ian Wendt, Alex Herman with you on the Adrian College Sports Network. Luch gets tripped up, and there's a penalty on the Nor'easters. That's the effort play by Luciani will put the nation's best power play back out there with 45 seconds left in the second.
Yeah. A tripping call. Garrett Devine to the box once again. 45.2 seconds left to go in the second period. You start to see the Bulldogs make their push. They got 1 goal here in this period. They almost came away with another one. Ty Ends, a few short moments ago, did a really good job of redirecting a puck. And now they'll skate to the power play. And if nothing changes, we'll start the third period off up 5-on-4.
5-3 the score. Nor'easters scored 5 goals in a row. Off the draw, it's shot down by UNE. The new goalie in Dershawn Stewart will wait and play it off the backhand, off the wall. Matthew Redding had it go off his stick. Nor'easters shoot it down, deflected into the Bulldog bench here with 28.3.
Not a whole lot there. Lost the draw for the Bulldogs. Quickly was cleared by UNE. Doing a great job of holding their own in the defensive zone, and what a period that they've had here in the second frame of regulation. Coming back strong, 5 goals, an impressive feat, not one that you see happen against the Bulldogs really seemingly at all during the season.
On the draw, it's controlled by Adrian. 25 seconds left in the second period. Winner to play for a national championship Sunday, and the Bulldogs offside as Ends and Luch not on the same page, which you don't hear that often. Face-off outside the UNE zone, 20 seconds left in this Adrian power play. They are 0 for 2 at the man advantage so far. The Nor'easters 2 for 2. UNE won it off the wall. It's Shields at the center line. Spodniak there as well. 10 seconds here in this period. Shields over the blue line. Jaden sends it to the middle, deflected, and Luch slapped at it, and it went high over the cage. Final 5, Nor'easters push it up against the wall, and that is how the second period will end, as we have seen a flurry of goals here in the second stanza. Nor'easters score 4 in this period to the Adrian Bulldogs 1. Initial thoughts on that second period?
Well, I don't think anybody here was really expecting this second period to turn out the way that it was. If you had based it off of the stats, you could tell that the momentum was really starting to shift in favor of UNE. They did a great job in their opening power play a minute into the second. They tied the game up, and then from there, you could see it radiating from the bench. They had a lot of energy. Everybody was ready to go and was really willing to lay it all on the line, and that's exactly what they did. They popped in 4 goals in that second period alone. They were down 2-1. You even things up. They were really rolling in that period, so hats off to UNE's coaching staff for making the much-needed adjustments to figure out how to hit that in that second period.
Yeah, and if you're the Bulldogs, a big goal by Brad Summers.
Yeah.
I mean, we were at a point where you're down 3, uphill, a loud vocal, a well-traveled UNE crowd, a goalie change as well, as Nick Tallarico was pulled from this game at the 10-minute mark of that period. Dershawn Stewart comes in. He hasn't played since, do we know? It's been quite a while.
February the 3rd of 2023. He faced off against Aurora, made 22 saves, and let in 4 goals. So we haven't seen him in quite some time, and you have to wonder how that's going to play into his confidence, just because you go into a playoff situation not being in the net for that long. You got to get right back to game speed. It's a little bit different than practice. Even though he's been seeing shots and practicing with the team, he hasn't seen these kinds of opportunities in the last almost month and a half, really.
That's right. UNE offense that scores just over 4 goals a game. They've eclipsed that mark. The Bulldogs score over 5 goals per game. Well, if they score 5, don't give up any. Do the math. 5-5. We'll see. Coach Adam Krug and the Bulldogs go to the locker room, down 2 goals. Their season, their national championship defense on the line. The Nor'easters feeling it, though. It's UNE 5, Adrian 3. We'll take a timeout. It's the second intermission here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited for 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu. We'll see you soon.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live. TV's handle is @AdrianCollege.
Welcome back to the NCAA Division III Men's Ice Hockey Frozen Four 2023. It's the second intermission. I'm Ian Wendt, Alex Herman with you on the Adrian College Sports Network. Bulldogs, not the second period they wanted at all, as they give up 4 unanswered goals in that second period, but get one back late. A big goal by Brad Summers. How did we get to this point, Alex?
Well, we started things off. The Bulldogs were down 5-on-4 on the PK. Ultimately, at 1:09 in the second, it was Alex Sheehy who found the back of the net on that power play. Then, just a minute later, 2:17 into the second period, Dawson Ellis scored. And a huge shot towards Adrian there, as Dawson Ellis last season was a Bulldog. So a huge goal for him, and really a good way to start that second period off for UNE. Shortly after that, 4 minutes later, 6:17 in the second, Chad Merrill scored, even strength. And at 10:26, the fourth goal, it was Colin Heinhold who found the back of the net. And at that point, it's 5-2 in favor of the Northeasterns, and the Bulldogs really were scrambling around in their strategies, but luckily, 14:55 in the late stages of that second, Bradley Summers was able to find the back of the net, and that's how we sit at the score of 5-3. So a really interesting story coming out to you from Beverly, Massachusetts. I'm sure that many people watching and listening very surprised to see the tables really turned over on the Bulldogs. Certainly the heavily favored team coming into the game, but it's going to take a lot for the Bulldogs to battle back. They're down 2 to start the third period.
Yes, and shortly after the Nor'easters' fifth goal, a goalie change for Adrian College, as Dershawn Stewart came in at the 9:34 mark to relieve Nick Tallarico. And as you mentioned, after that, Adrian got on the scoreboard. And look, when you're the winning team, you don't want to say this, but if you're the losing team so far, you love to say this. A 2-goal lead is the scariest in hockey. And what do we have? A 2-goal deficit. Bulldogs need to find some offense, clamp down on defense if they want to play for the national championship on Sunday night. But the Nor'easters certainly have something to say about it. They've played a very solid 40 minutes so far.
Well, yeah, as we sort of highlighted in the pre-show, the Nor'easters skate into this game with a huge chip on their shoulder. They don't really have much to lose other than if their season would be over. The Bulldogs are defending the national championship and are trying to go for 2 in a row. They overcame Utica last weekend, who was atop the rankings at number 1, 5-4 in overtime. And really, coming into this game, not a whole lot that you can say other than, let's just go out and play our game. We know our systems, we know our opponents are really strong. Let's just see what happens, and that's what we've seen so far.
A change to the starters here in the third period as the Alessio Luciani line hits the ice. First for Coach Krug, the Nor'easters win the draw. We're underway from the third period as Ty Enns applies pressure. Spodniak in the zone, plays it free. Shields slaps at it, goes high in the air, played down by Enns. Enns for Redding. Matthew Redding rotates in the left side corner. Half wall to Ends, looking for space. Bulldogs on the power play here for another 52 seconds. Ends, shot, went wide. Back for Shields. Shields to Ends again, Wines fires, a save by Gerard. That's a hard shot there by number 49 in the white sweater, and a bigger save by Gerard, who had a pretty clean look at that.
Yep. We've seen this as a common theme. Gerard is really, really strong on his feet. His footwork is phenomenal, and the way that he's able to look around screens is just fantastic.
Redding back up to Shields, back to Redding. Shields at the top. Has trouble, leaves it back for Ends. Cross ice, Spodniak. Spodniak shoots, blocked, rebound, and scores! Tie Ends on the power play from the blue line. Bulldogs back within a goal. What a snipe for number 49.
This is exactly what the Bulldogs needed. You start out the third period, you're up 5-on-4. Garrett Devine takes a tripping call in the late parts of the second. You're down by 2, and now you're down by 1. And ladies and gentlemen, do not count the Bulldogs out, because they are very much in this hockey game.
What a play by Jaden Shields to hold it on the blue line. Dropped it back to Ends, and the shot from the blue line gets the Bulldogs within a shot here, 5-4. Now it's the Summers line out there. Bulldogs now 1 for 3 on the power play. Trying to take some of the air out of this building. Murphy on the turnover shot. Gerard covers the rebound. And this line, Alex, of Wentz, Summers, and Murphy, they've been doing it all afternoon.
Yeah, they're coming into this period with a lot of speed, too. You have to be angry with the way that you were playing in the second period. I'm sure that none of the roster was expecting the result to be that, which was a 5-3 score coming into this frame. And they're doing a great job early on, 1 minute flat into the third period.
Ends right back out there. He's with Jake Swade and Zachary Hines. Shields and Spencer, the two defensemen for Coach Krug. Off the draw, Ends steals it in the corner. Up top for Shields, back to Spencer, goes to the middle for Swade, pokes it down, going for Hines, back over for Shields, one-timer, fanned on it. He'll have to go back and grab it, he does, back to Spencer, jumps off his stick. UNE down by Dershawn Stewart, it's picked up by Spencer. Jake Swade gets a return pass. Now it's Ends, pokes it further to the boards, Nor'easters take it right back. UNE skating in, looking for a pass through, a nice defensive play by the Bulldog defenders. Puck down in the AC zone, they clear it out. Now it's Zach Hines quickly up over the blue line, waiting for reinforcements. Hines down further. Adrian on a change here in this third period. Opening 2 minutes. Bulldogs have scored on the power play. It's now 5-4 Northeasters. Back for Cam Babiak, he turns and fires, and it hit nobody, and it's going to be an icing against Adrian here, as nobody put their stick out for the stretch pass from Cam Babiak. That's okay if you're Adrian, because that line just hit the ice here with 18:06 left in the third.
It's been so interesting to me to see some of these goals that have gone in. A lot of the shots really having eyes of their own, going top corner, sweet snipes from both sides. Just good skill and good play all around.
Jaden Price wins the draw for the Nor'easters. His shot gloved by Dershawn Stewart from the far side boards, an odd angle. That's good for Dershey to just see one of those pucks hit his glove as he came into this game at the 9:36 mark, I believe, of the second period and replaced Nick Tallarico. Nor'easters with a late change. Adrian will get a chance to counter. 18:01 left in the third. Nor'easters 5, Bulldogs 4 in this national semifinal. It's Luciani with Redding and Spodniak. Won by the Nor'easters. They can't get a shot through. It's blocked. Spodniak takes himself and the puck to the corner. Spodzy gets taken down. Puck there for the Nor'easters to grab. Iowa Tindier there for the Bulldogs as well, along with Alessio Luciani. It's free to Spodniak. Matus with Redding and Luch. Spodniak gets in on side, drops it there. Redding shoots. It goes high of Gerard. Adrian backing up now on defense, taking it through the zone. The Nor'easters go. They're barely on side as Terry Ryder is there first for the Bulldogs. Plays it to the center for Luch. Back to Iowa Dinier. Back to Luch. Alessio Luciani over the left side. Blue line. Luch shoots short side. And the rebound is bouncing and rolling out there. Matthew Redding handles it for the Bulldogs. Far side. Now it's the middle for Spodniak. Turns and shot. And it's back for the Nor'easters. UNE gets the puck. trying to find a cutter to the middle, and it's stolen by Spodniak. Nice job by Matus. It's to the blue line, but not out. Played on the backhand by Shields, and UNE right there. It's Colin Heinold. Now it's back for Shields. Bulldogs changing up. Patosha, Calgin, and May, the three forwards. Spencer plays it back for Shields. His stretch pass picked off by UNE. Opening 5 minutes. Always a chance for the Nor'easters. They shoot, and it goes wide of Stewart, or he made a save. I couldn't see it. No celebration, no goal. The chant of UNE here. Ooh, a deflected shot, and what a stop by Dersch. Here goes Adrian the other way. Calgin, stretch pass for Patosha. Back for Calgin in the corner. Calgin to May, back up to the point. It's Klein. Babyak goes to the middle. Connor May has trouble with it. Puck's floating toward the slot area. It's to the near side corner. UNE can turn with it. Heinold up ice. Here he goes, harassed by May and Wentz. He shoots it down. Dershawn Stewart corrals it there. Cam Babyak with the puck. Just under 16 minutes left in this third period. Bulldogs down a goal, 5-4. Here's Summers through the middle. Summers couldn't get through two Nor'easters. And UNE plays it down, deflected. Cam Babyak there for the Bulldogs. UNE can play it up along the wall. Skating in, shooting. It's blocked in front by Klein. Now here's the rebound. Who can grab it? Backhand again. It's a block by Klein. Nice job by Austin Klein right in that slot area as Murphy can skate it on through for Adrian College. Murphy down to himself. Murphy around the cage. Riley Murphy up top. Here's Iowa Denny. His shot. Oh, it went wide of Gerard. Bulldogs can't get on it first as Klein goes back on defense. UNE shoots it high and wide so they can change, and Identier can play it up ice further for Riley Murphy. Murphy played it up to Ty Enns. Enns has a goal here on the power play in the third period. Enns shakes the defender off. Plays the puck down. Adrian makes a change. UNE looking for that outlet pass. Knocked down by Zach Hines. UNE carries the zone anyway. Trying to skate through a couple of Bulldogs. Iowa Dinier pokes it to the corner. Hines and Adinier on the puck for Adrian. Now it's Zach Hines under 15 to go in this third period. Bulldogs down a goal, 5-4. Lead pass goes too far and finds Gerard. We have a stoppage of play here, 5.5 into this third period.
These are the huge moments in the game that can really shift the momentum. You're at 14-29, down by 1 are the Bulldogs at a score of 5-4 in favor of UNE. They've really started to rally around, and clearly there was much to be said in the locker room by Coach Krug.
Bulldogs 26 faceoffs won, UNE with 21. This one would be big to the left of Gerard. Luciani wins it. Spondiak shoots. Oh, that went wide of the UNE keeper. Rebound all the way up to center ice where it can be played by the Nor'easters. Oh, it's a steal. Spodniak trying to grab it, trying to go for Redding, and it's taken right back. Back for Dershawn Stewart. He'll play it on the forehand around the boards. Not out. Luciani drops it there for Redding. Now it's Chase Spencer to the middle for Luch. Alessio back for Spodniak. Matus will shoot. And the rebound picked up by UNE. Skating up is Jared Christie. Christie, oh, he makes a move. Look at this, and a goal!
Oh, what a save!
Stop by Stewart! Oh my, what a save! Oh,
wow.
Sprawling out. Got the tip of the glove on that one. Passing in close. My goodness, Dershawn Stewart.
That's one to remember for Dershawn Stewart. That's exactly what the Bulldogs need to rally around and keep pushing forward in this game.
Patosha wins the draw for Adrian. Puck finds its way back in the Adrian corner. They look to push out. It's Iowa Dinier. Back for Ryder up the left side. Terry's pass goes up for John Calchin. Plays it off the wall. Two Nor'easters there. Patosha joins the fun for the Bulldogs, along with Dante Spagnolo. Calchin still working for it. Puck not out. Spagnolo went in on it. And it's turned over to UNE. UNE can have a 3-on-3. They shoot it down wide of Stewart. Puck across the ice, no one there in a blue sweater. Iowa Denier plays it first for the Bulldogs, too far for Calgin. And now it's back to Terry Ryder for Adrian here. 13-11 to go in the third period of a national semifinal men's D3 hockey game here at Endicott College. Ian Wendt, Alex Herman on the Adrian College Sports Network, and the Bulldogs offside. Shots on goal, Alex, have turned here. 28-26 in favor of the Bulldogs, and they were getting outshot severely if you look back in that middle stages of the second period.
Well, it's good for the Bulldogs, and they're extremely fortunate to now be winning in that category. They're only up by 2 at 28-26, but they need to keep shooting if they're going to try and even this game up.
Brad Summers out there. He scored Adrian's third goal. Murphy out there. He scored the Bulldogs' second goal. Hunter Wendt finishes off the line. It's one back to Austin Klein. Here's Cam Babiak. His deflected pass goes up high. A bouncer for Girard to handle. It's played out the high glass. Back to Klein for Adrian. He's harassed. Left it there. Murphy plays the puck back to Hunter Wendt. Went over to Murphy. Murphy left side. Riley to the middle. He shoot. Oh, and the stick goes flying as we have a penalty coming up. I think the Bulldogs going back to the box as Summers will go as the stick went flying out of a nor'easter hand. And UNE back on the man advantage where they've had success. They're 2 for 2 today. Tough time to take one in the offensive zone if you're Summers.
Yeah, that's not a good penalty to take with 12:41 left to go in the third period. Really impedes a further push for the moment for the next 2 minutes.
Swade, Patosha, Adenier, and Ryder are the 4 Bulldogs. Garrett Devine on the draw for UNE. Nobody really won it. It still sits there. Puck to the boards. UNE with partial possession. Now it's Adenier. He clears it down to the middle. All the way down on Girard. He'll put it on a tee there for his defenseman, Colin Heinold. Heinold through the middle. Passes it over to Devine. Devine across the way. Left to right they go. Bulldogs looking for a turnover. They get it. Here's Patosha with a chance. He's got Swade going in on goal. Patosha waits, shoots. Where's the puck? They poke it in, and they score! A goal for Adrian College. Short-handed Ryan Patosha. What a play, defense to offense, and this game is tied. 5-aside.
Oh my goodness. The Bulldogs are barking. 10 goals in this game. It's 5-5. A short-handed goal. We thought that we weren't going to see some scoring chances for some time because they had to kill off a 5-on-4. They're still on the penalty kill, but somehow, some way, the Bulldogs are back in this game.
Patosha has a knack for scoring big goals in big moments. None bigger than that. A short-handed goal for Ryan Patosha, banked in the rebound off of Billy Girard. This game is tied, but not over yet. UNE on the power play for another minute 10. This puck, Spodniak trying to kick it free for Luch. Bulldogs they found another gear here. Spodniak backhands it down. Picked up there by the UNE defender. Luch bringing some pressure. Puck free for a moment. Luch turns it over. Here's Luch, he'll shoot. Oh, it's wide of Girard. Boy, this team is playing like a champion right now. Here's another turnover. Connor May. May shoots. Oh, it's off the post. Connor May right there. Nor'easters having trouble on their power play here. Babiak reaching down forward. He can't get it. Puck free to the near side boards. Adrian's on it first. Oh, here's a turnover. UNE trying to send it out in front, and it's played by an Adrian stick, and this is Murphy. Murphy, 1-on-2. Murphy skates in, fakes a shot. It slid off a stick. Murphy tries to bank it in off Girard, and it goes out of play. Wow. Alex, it looks like it's 5-on-5. Bulldogs only have 4 skaters on the ice.
Wow, this game is picked up in a jump of the eye, just a flash of lightning, if you will. The other section on the other side across from us are the Bulldog parents there. If you could see it on the broadcast being showcased at the moment, they're really firing everybody up. There's a burst of energy here for the Bulldogs.
Still killing off a penalty for 14 seconds. It's Spagnolo, Redding, Klein, and Babiak. Nor'easters won the draw, and they're having trouble getting out of their own zone here. 5 seconds remain on the Summers penalty. UNE skates it through, taken away by Adrian. Redding shoots it down. Summers out of the box. We skate 5-on-5. 10:35 left into the third. We're tied at 5. UNE shoots, goes wide of Stewart. Heinz there first. Plays it up for Jake Swade. Swade 1-on-2. Swade leaves it and shoots. So Gerard got a piece of it. Heinz down there. Ends trying to get it. He plays it off the wall. Shields at the top right side point. Wrister through. Puck down and UNE pokes it out to center. Shields back with it for the Bulldogs. The ice is tilting. And it's tipping toward Adrian, Michigan. Swade leaves it there. Backhand across. Oh, ends on the doorstep. Couldn't capitalize. UNE tries to break out. Adrian says no. Swade to ends. Ty. Wade shoots. He scores! He scores! Bulldogs 6. Nor'easters 5. Tie ends again.
Oh my
no
God.
way.
Do you believe it? Was there ever a doubt? The experience that this roster has is unmatched. This is why they're the best.
6-5 Bulldogs. Ty ends his second of this hockey game. Don't look now. Bulldogs in front, 6-5. I hope you didn't tune out.
Oh my goodness.
What a finish we have here at Endicott College. It is not over yet. We saw UNE do this last week. They had a big lead against Utica, gave it up, won it in overtime. Let's see what the Bulldogs do. A save by Stewart up near the head area. 9:38 to go. It's Adrian 6, UNE 5.
I'm at a loss for words right now.
A shorthanded goal.
Wow. Just.
And then the tie ends goal to take the lead here in the national semifinal, 6-5. Bulldogs can't lean back on it, though. They're going to get a big-time push, a nor'easter, if you will, from UNE. It's the Nor'easters on the draw, trying to get it to the slot. They can't do it. Bulldogs, Patosha on it first. He gets taken down. Adrian wants a call. They don't get it. Here's Terry Ryder on the backhand, protects it back to Iowa Denier, skates behind his own goal on the backhand, leaves it up for Patosha. He scored the shorthanded goal earlier in this period. Patosha carries over the line. It's May, plays it to the left side corner for John Calgin. 9:11 left in this third period. Calgin played it down. UNE with the puck. Winner to play in the national championship Sunday night here at Endicott College. UNE backhands it toward the net, didn't get the deflection they wanted. 8:50 left. UNE looking to equalize here. Spinning with the puck, it's Fuss. Babyak down there for the Bulldogs. Here's a UNE chance out in front off a Bulldog skate and goes to the near side wall. Dershawn Stewart in goal for Adrian. There's a stop out in front. May slaps at the puck and gets it out. Adrian can't back off. Here's a stick goes flying toward the UNE bench. Trying to drag it through. And look at this move. A shot went wide of Stewart. A chance for the Nor'easters here. Under 8:20 to go. Babyak with a puck here for Adrian. Murphy avoids a hit. Here's Hunter Went. 1-on-3. Went just has to keep possession. Hunter turns and sends it down. Murphy had it taken away. 8:05 left in this national semifinal. Hunter Went shoots it down. Gerard plays it around further. Summers out there. He takes a whack at it along with Murphy and Wentz. Hunter has the puck. Looking to send it down in further. Wentz, Summers, along the wall. UNE breaks it out. Shields pokes it. Nice job by Jaden. 7:41 left. It's Adrian 6, UNE 5. You are not mishearing. Adrian has scored 3 goals in this third period to take a lead. They were down 5-3 heading into it. This puck all the way into the UNE zone. Adrian in the midst of a change. Klein and Shields on the puck. UNE shoots it down, and it's an icing with 7:24 left in the third period. Momentum. Who's got it?
That's really the name of the game. And what's so great about this contest is we've seen it go either way. The Bulldogs came out with 2 in the first period. UNE battled back. Then they got on top of the scoreboard 5-2. And things really looking like it was in their favor. Once again, momentum, it shifts. Now in favor of the Bulldogs. With a lot of pressure on them, they lead 6-5.
7:24 left in the third period. A tie up on the draw. Puck float into the slot. The Nor'easters on it first. Can be played up by Chad Merrill. Merrill couldn't do anything with it. Instead, it's Shields for Adrian College. 7:11 left in this third period. Winner to play for a national championship Sunday at 7 right here at Endicott College, just outside Boston, Massachusetts. Once again, I'm Ian Wentz, Alex Herman on the Adrian College Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in here to this afternoon. UNE with trouble. Deflected by Heinz. It's Swade with the puck. Shoots it down. Adrian with a change. Under 7 to go in the third period. 6-5 Bulldogs. UNE gets it over the blue line. Adenier. Nice job to get on the puck by Io. Spodniak on the backhand gets it to center. The D3 Player of the Year works it into the UNE zone. Alessio Luciani out there as well with Matthew Redding. Luch has his pocket picked. UNE skating back up. Played the puck near the blue line. Stolen by Sponzi. Back to the UNE blue line. Nor'easters shoot it in. No icing. Stewart will play it. 6:17 left in the third. Stewart on the forehand. A puck to the middle. It's Alessio Luciani with Matthew Redding. Cross ice to Spodniak. The Bulldogs have the puck stuck in the linesman's skate. Here go the Nor'easters. Terry Ryder shadowing on defense. Here's a shot from an angle. Stewart makes a save and covers the rebound. With 2 ticks under 6 minutes, another save by Adrian's goalie, Dershawn Stewart.
Well, that whole play right there started on the zone entry for Adrian. It was Spodniak who tried to cross over the blue to get in the O zone. There was an official in the way there that impeded that attempt. The puck quickly went the other way, and Stewart had to come up with the big stop as he holds on with 5:58 left to go in the third.
3 goals in this period by Adrian College. They lead at 6-5 in the national semifinal. Face off to the left side of Dershawn Stewart. Patosha lost it. Back up to the top for UNE to play it down to the corner further. 13 with the puck. Kuzmich to the front, no one there. Adrian gets it out to center, no icing. As Calgin provides a shadowing defense. Under 6 to go in this hockey game. Third period, Cam Babiak back with it for the Bulldogs. He turns, looks for an outlet, finds Patosha in the center. Some space for Ryan. He scored the shorthanded goal earlier in this period, and the Bulldogs get back offside. 5:30 left in this period. We're going to pause 10 seconds for station identification. National semifinal men's D3 hockey on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Live from the Raymond J. Bork Arena, it's Bulldog Hockey, presented by ACTV and WVAC Adrian 107.9.
All right, welcome back to Raymond J. Bork Arena in Beverly, Massachusetts. I'm Ian Wentz. Alex Herman alongside. Adrian has scored 3 goals in this third period to take a lead, 6-5 in the national semifinal. On the draw, both teams battle for it at the center. Right in front of the UNE bench, the Bulldogs look across the way. Near side, no one can gain control. 5:13 left in the third period. Free to the Nor'easters. They shoot it down. No icing as Spencer's on it for the Bulldogs. He gets taken to the wall. UNE looking for the equalizer. Spencer, a turnover shot, and they score! Over the shoulder. This game is tied at 5 minutes left in the third. A turnover behind the Adrian goal, and it's now 6-6.
Back and forth, just like we mentioned before. Northeastern is not going to quit in this game, and we're back to a tie hockey matchup. That was a great cycled play from the Nor'easters in the offensive zone. Really laid on the pressure there and took advantage of a shot that they had down low. That one beats Stewart 6-6 with 5 minutes left.
Shots on goal, 35-30, Adrian College. We skate 5-on-5 hockey here, under 5 to go in this third period. UNE just tied it after giving up 3 straight Adrian goals. Puck in the UNE zone, shot wide of Stewart. On the puck first for Adrian is Terry Ryder in the near side corner. He has trouble with it. Nor'easters working it around, trying to generate something here. Oh, they send it to center. No one there for UNE. Back forward is Heinold for the Blue Sweaters. Lifted high off the glass and bounces off an Adrian player in the bench area. Face off. Coming with 4:28 left in the third period. Winner to the national title game on Sunday night here at Endicott College. 7 p.m. Should the Bulldogs win, Alex and I will be back on the call Sunday night. 6-6 tie. Jake Swade out there on the draw with Jared Christie. Summers wins it. Back for Terry Ryder to the middle for Murphy. Murphy some room. Riley skates and shoots. Oh! just wide. UNE floats it down. Weird Karam. Here's a chance, a shot, and they score. Or do they?
No.
The light is on. They call it a good goal. They slid it right under Dershawn Stewart. UNE with 2 answers.
I'm curious to see if this might be reviewed or not. From my perspective back here, I really thought that hit the front bar and went straight down. It might have hit the back bar, but that was a absolutely hemmed shot. And it beat Stewart clean as he waved the glove for the stopping attempt.
So we go from a 5-2 deficit to an Adrian lead 6-5, and they
this is going to be reviewed.
Might go to the monitor here. The national semifinal, as it stands, it's 7-6 UNE. Bulldogs were up 6-5 moments ago. Both teams huddling on their respective benches. UNE down in front of us, about 20 feet in front of Alex and I. Bulldogs across the ice, and they go to the screen to see if we indeed have a good goal or not.
I'm really curious to see what the call is going to be. You could tell that something was going to happen as soon as UNE entered the zone. They came in really fast with a lot of speed and a lot of force. A drop pass and then a quick snapshot. Was the attempt there?
It might not have gone in. Oh, they call it a goal. Far down. UNE is 7. Bulldogs with 6. 4:09 to go. This game is far from over.
What a wild ride this has been. A wild, wild ride.
A roller coaster of emotion here on the east coast of the United States. Bulldogs with control into the nor'easter zone. Now it's turned back over. Babyak on it for Adrian College. He turns and goes up ice. This is Jake Swade. Swade going for Heinz. They call an icing. The far side official calls an icing as we go all the way back down in the Adrian College side of things. The second goal given up by Dershawn Stewart here today as he came in relief of Nick Tallarico about halfway through this game. 3:51 left in the third period. Nor'easters lead your Bulldogs 7-6 here in the national semifinal. Two of the best offenses in the country, and it's won by Adrian College. Babyak back pass to Klein. Klein looks to the middle. Here's Jake Swade. Swade dumps it in, goes after it himself. Ends out there as well. Ty has 2 goals. Heinz. Shot goes wide. Babyak pinching down. He'll get it. Wrister right in. A bouncing puck at the slot. UNE clears it. And here's Babyak with 3.5 to go. Back for Klein. Austin Klein looking middle. Finds Enns. Enns looking. Enns takes the puck to the wall. Plays it through a couple of bodies. And now it's shot down by UNE. Adrian on it with 3:10 left in the third period. It's Austin Klein once again. Stretch pass for Enns. Enns looking for Luch, cannot connect. It's Klein once again. Backhand pass for Babyak, opposite side. Spodniak shoots it in. Wraps around the cage. Luch tried to hold it in. He could not. UNE sends it down. As Shields out there with Spencer. Plays it to the middle for Luch. Luch to Redding, right side. Redding played it down further for Alessio. Back for Redding, tried to play to the point, stolen by the Nor'easters. Number 26, Logan Descanty shoots it in. Stewart makes that save with 2:33 left in the third period. Bulldogs trailing here 7-6.
Remember, too, the Bulldogs don't have a timeout at this point in the game, so the only way that they're going to get an extended break is if UNE decides to take theirs. Coach Krug called it when they were panicking in the second period, and they don't have any left.
So the line change shows Ryan Potosha, Hunter Wendt, and Brad Summers. Puck one back to Babyak. Off to Klein. Now it is Summers along the wall, had it stolen away. Stewart leaves it there. Now he'll backhand it further to Babiak. 2:19 to go in the third. Bulldogs down a goal. Here's a shot through by Patosha, and they call an icing with 2:13 left. We skate back down to the other side. Entertaining hockey game. Adrian led 2-0, then trailed 5-2, then led 6-5, and now find themselves down 7-6.
Listen, you can't ask for much more as a fan of hockey, especially NCAA, because this is turning into an absolute classic.
Jared Christie will do the draw for the Nor'easters. Ryan Patosha for the Bulldogs. And it's controlled by UNE to the Adrian College corner. They're going to kill as much clock as they can here. 2:05 left in the third. Puck not really moving on the near side, right side. Now it's free. Here's Cam Babiak. We'll keep an eye on Dershawn Stewart. Under 2 minutes to go in the third period. Stretch pass for Summers, and they say it's an icing again. That stretch pass not working for AC at this time. 1:54 to go. Like I said, keep an eye on Dershawn Stewart when they decide possibly to pull the goalie for an extra skater. 7-6 Nor'easters. Same line, Christie and Patosha. And it's controlled by Patosha to Cam Babiak. Babiak to Hunter Wendt, plays it to the middle for Tosh. Ryan Patosha, right side, chips it in and goes. Here's Stewart out of the cage. Bulldogs will get 6 skaters on the ice here in just a moment. Ty Enns has it at the blue line. Enns back to Spodniak. Down low for Patosha. 1:32 left in the third period. Summers out there. Puck all the way around, held in by Adrian College. Enns shoots. Oh, it's out in front somewhere, and it goes behind Patosha there for Adrian. 1:20 left in this national semifinal. Summers digging for it. Puck in the far side corner. Patosha gets it free. Now Summers takes a whack at it. Centering pass. Patosha scores! Oh my goodness! Ryan Patosha! He does it again! This hockey game is tied once again. That's 2 for Tosh. It's an empty net. Extra attacker goal. And Adrian kicks the extra point. It's 7-7 here in the semifinal.
This one is not over by any means. Through thick and thin, back and forth, Adrian leads, UNE leads, Adrian leads, UNE leads. This is just unfathomable hockey right now. Absolutely incredible skill from both sides.
I don't know if Ty Enns was looking at us or the UNE bench. He just goes like, boy, 7-7 hockey game. 1:09 to go in the national semifinal. It's Matthew Redding. Had it stolen away by UNE. They shoot it down. We are now at 1 minute left in the third period. As we skate on here, as a UNE player down behind the play, it's Matu Spodniak for Adrian College. 52 seconds. Played it up to himself. Had to go back for it. Redding slaps it down. Final 47 seconds. Luch down there for Adrian College. Ryan Patosha, 6th attacker goal, has tied this game at 7. Hines takes a tumble. UNE on it. They backhand it up. Glove down by Spencer. Finds Luch in the middle. 32 seconds left. Luch onside to Ty Enns. Enns, his shot deflected off a UNE skate. Bounces to the near side wall. Shields. He backhands it wide. 25 seconds left in the third. Up top for Spencer. Chase back to Enns. He has 2 today. Bernard save. Rebound, and they send it clear to the far side boards. 13 seconds left in the national semifinal. UNE with one final push, maybe. No, they go for a change. Spencer tipped by Hines. 3, 2, and 1. How fitting, Alex. This game is heading to overtime. Winner to the national championship game.
Wow, you cannot write a better script than this. Both of these teams, 1 week ago, looking to advance to this game respectfully on their own. Adrian was facing off against the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point. What happened? Overtime. They advanced to this game. The other side, UNE, facing off against number 1 ranked Utica. What happened? Overtime. They advanced to this game as they skated away with a win. This is just absolutely insane between these both sides right now. What a hockey game. 7-7 is the score. And we get a little bit of confusion I think the officials actually are telling that the Zamboni should not take to the ice. We might not see an ice cut. I don't see a reason for that happening, maybe just because of time.
Maybe a clock problem. I don't know what this could be for. UNE's coach, Kevin Swallow, had a conversation with the officials. Players are halfway in their locker room as Alessio Luciani gets instruction for Adrian. And they'll go to the locker room. Coach Adam Krug is waiting just outside the door to the Adrian locker room.
I don't think
we can do some investigating as to what they're looking at here.
I don't think anybody here at the Raymond J. Bork Arena who woke up this morning thinking they were going to a hockey game to watch some NCAA playoffs thought that this was the point that we were going to be at after 60 minutes. This is
UNE has challenged for a potential major penalty.
Oh, that's what they're challenging for.
Okay.
UNE's looking. There was a hit in the far side left corner in the waning seconds of that period that the Northeasterns are looking to see can potentially be called a major penalty. Personally, I didn't see too much from it. It looked like it was just some awkward contact, but...
Yeah. They look at the tape here in these semifinal and final contests. It was a hit in the far side corner about 15, 20 feet from where Bulldog coach Adam Krug looks on. Both hands in pockets, leaning up against the glass as UNE is challenged for a potential major penalty right at the end of regulation. It was after the Bulldog goal to make it 7-7, but if they call one, would they go back to the time that the hit occurred, put time on the clock, and play the rest of the third period with a power play? So a huge call potentially here from the NCAA officials as they are down under the hood, if you will, looking at the monitor for a potential hit to the head area. And Bulldog fans last year, remember, they were the beneficiary of a contact to the head penalty, a 5-minute power play in the national title game. They would score a power play goal but give up a shorthanded goal. Likely, Alex, I think what will probably happen here is, I don't know if you can go back and give a minor penalty. I haven't checked the we'll see the replay as Spencer.
Yeah, for me on the replay, so what happened?
Maybe boarding.
Spencer went in to make a hit, and the player that he was fighting off with started to go down to shovel out the puck. And I think because he was leaned over, that's why we're going to see a no penalty call here. It was clean, so we'll stay 5-on-5. That's the end of regulation. Game is heading to overtime, 7-7. So that's really big for the Bulldogs, because if you had started the extra innings frame on the PK, that is not something that you want to try and win a hockey game from.
And look, if you're UNE, you got to challenge that, because you never
100%.
know if the call could go your way or not. But I think you're right, as we've been looking at some of the NCAA video here at Endicott College. You're right. The UNE players started a downward motion. Spencer hit him. An unfortunate play for UNE, but for the Bulldogs, 5-on-5. We'll skate in the overtime period. I want to keep it right here and talk about my heart attack that I had 2 or 3 times. We go into this third period, Alex, down 5-3, and we get to a 7-7 tie after 60 minutes. I mean, we'll look at the scoring summary here in just a second, unless you can get it before me, and then you can let me know what happened. All right, so
I got it right here for you. So let's start things up. Rewind about 25, 30 minutes. You have the start of the third period. Scores 5-3. Bulldogs are down 2. They start on the 5-on-4 power play. Then, just like that, they're back in the game with a power play goal from Ty Entz. Matu Spodniak and Jaden Shields both get the assist. It's 5-4. Then, At 7:52, Ryan Patosha would wind up scoring a shorthanded goal, which was absolutely huge. That tied the game up 5-5. Then, just about 3 minutes later, 10:06 in the third period, tie ends, even strength, puts the Bulldogs back on top, 6-5, for their lead that they hadn't seen since the first period of this hockey game. Without a doubt, too, UNE, knowing that they can't continue to battle, or that they have to battle and stay within the game, 15 minutes flat. It was Daniel Winslow, an even strength goal. They got back to 6-6. Then, 15:51, no less than under a minute later, it was Jared Christie, 7-6, UNE. And late, 18:51, when it looked like it was all done and over, the Bulldogs persevered through it all, just the way that they've done for an entire season, and embody the mantra Bulldog hockey. They scored. Ryan Patosha, 7-7 hockey game. End of regulation. That is one of the most wild scoring summaries I think I will ever read for my entire life.
The only one you might get is maybe some D1. Men's D1 at Adrian, maybe. But 14 between two teams. And look, you said it. Both teams will not go away without a fight.
No.
Adrian down 3 goals in that second period. Get that late goal to cut it to 2. And then UNE gives up a couple 3 in a row. You think, okay, maybe they're laying down. Then they come back. And then the Bulldogs come back.
Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Well, here's what we need to do. We need to catch our breath. Everyone at home, catch your breath. It'll be okay. Overtime to determine the first of 2 participants in the Men's Division III Ice Hockey National Championship. It's the Frozen Four from Endicott College. I'm Ian Went alongside Alex Herman. It's our third intermission report here on Adrian College Sports Network.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon. In its 2021 edition of America's Best Colleges, U.S. News & World Report has once again ranked Adrian College as a top regional college in the Midwest. The institution was named to the Best Regional Colleges Midwest section for the 7th consecutive year, and once again listed number 2 in the Most Innovative Schools category. In addition to these honors, Adrian College was also named to the Best Undergraduate Teaching and Best Value College lists. Adrian College has been established as a distinctive and innovative educational leader in the United States. The institution places priority on a culture of innovation and critical thinking. This is the 12th consecutive year Adrian College has been featured by U.S. News & World Report. You can see the full list of rankings and find more information on their website. For more information about Adrian College, visit adrian.edu.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged, experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu. In its 2021 edition of America's Best Colleges, U.S. News & World Report has once again ranked Adrian College as a top regional college in the Midwest.
The institution was named to the Best Regional Colleges Midwest section for the 7th consecutive year, and once again listed number 2 in the Most Innovative Schools category. In addition to these honors, Adrian College was also named to the Best Undergraduate Teaching and Best Value College lists. Adrian College has been established as a distinctive and innovative educational leader in the United States. The institution places priority on a culture of innovation and critical thinking. This is the 12th consecutive year Adrian College has been featured by U.S. News & World Report. You can see the full list of rankings and find more information on their website. For more information about Adrian College, visit adrian.edu.
We welcome you back to Endicott College in Beverly, Massachusetts, Raymond J. Burke Arena, the site for the NCAA Division III Men's Ice Hockey Frozen Four. My name is Ian Wendt. Alex Herman up here in the broadcast booth with you from Endicott. Adrian College and the University of New England knotted up at 7 as we head to overtime. What a frantic third period, especially for the Bulldogs. They netted 4 goals in that stanza to get this thing to overtime.
All right, Ian, here we go. It really doesn't get any better than this. Bulldogs, 4 goals in the third period. UNE 2, game tied 7-7. 14 goals in total on the afternoon. Shots are 37-33 in favor of the Bulldogs. Going into the third period, not only were the Bulldogs down on shots, but they were down on goals as well. They were able to find a way and tie it. Then they took the lead. Then they got tied again, lost the lead, and they tied it once more. And that's why we sit where we are at the moment.
Both teams have hit the ice. Adrian's Dershawn Stewart skates out first. The goalie who took over for Nick Tallarico halfway through this game. He's given his team a chance with some fantastic saves. And folks, this is why you go to these schools to play Division III men's ice hockey. No quit between the defending national champions and the team looking to play spoiler once again, UNE, as the Nor'easters beat the number 1 team last week in Utica in overtime. 5-4, Adrian beats UW Wisconsin 3-2 in overtime. This one will end 8-7 in overtime. Who will play Sunday is yet to be determined.
This is an unwritable script. Nobody from Hollywood could ever come up with a game time script the way that it's unfolded at the moment. The unthinkable has been done multiple times. We've been through 60 minutes of play. Now we're in an extra frame. 7-7, 14 goals, semifinals of the NCAA Division III playoffs, Adrian and UNE.
Jake Swade gets the nod for Coach Krug. Garrett Devine for Coach Swallow. Bulldogs and Nor'easters in the overtime period. We are underway. Controlled by Jaden Shields for Adrian. A fresh sheet of ice. Some fresh vocal cords up here in the booth. It's an Adrian possession. Shot by Spencer, going for a deflection for ends. He couldn't find it. Ty with a turnover, shoots it down. It's Heinz. Zach turns. Pass across, too far for Swade. And UNE can open things up here, possibly. They get it to center. Spencer there first, the Adrian College All-American. Heinz looking for the puck. He can't get it. UNE feeling some Adrian College pressure here in the neutral zone area. Spencer skates through. Left it for Enns. Enns goes down. UNE plays it to the center. Shields there first for Adrian. Will backhand it to the red line. Jake Swade on there for the Bulldogs. Taken in by Ty Enns. Enns with space. Shoots. Second chance. No. Puck goes flying up into the rafters. And we will have a face-off. Opening 51 seconds of electrifying overtime here at Endicott College.
Well, that was a really fast-paced start for the Bulldogs. You can see some of their confidence as well as UNE's. This game is progressing ever so quickly.
Luciani out there on the draw for Adrian College. Babiak and Klein on defense. Controlled by Adrian, back to Babiak. Cam waiting, skates over to his left, gives to Austin Klein. Klein back around the boards going for Redding. Too far for him. Adrian in there first. Puck to the center. Taken by the Nor'easters. On the backhand, they skate 3-on-3 over the blue line, and a shot in by the Nor'easters. Stewart covers it. We'll do a face-off in the Adrian College zone. 1 minute and 11 seconds in.
That was a smart play by Stewart to hold on to the puck there. He realized that he didn't have anybody around to drop it to. So more safe to take the face-off than to cough it up.
Jared Christie out there for the Nor'easters. It's controlled by UNE. They cut to the front. Shot. Stewart sprawling around in the crease. Puck is sent out by Matu Spodniak. UNE with a chance here in overtime. They shoot it down to the right side corner. Shot goes wide, going for a deflection. Spodniak there for Adrian College, the Division III Player of the Year. Here's a fortunate bounce for UNE. Skating to the middle. Pass across. Banked it in off Stewart. No. Trying to bank it in off Stewart. Matthew Redding on it for the Bulldogs. Terry Ryder reverses course for Adrian. Now it's Iowa Denier. He'll try a stretch pass. Going for Luch. Alessio Luciani back for Spodniak. He can't hold on. Adrian makes a partial change as Stewart holds the puck there for Terry Ryder. The Bulldog defender waiting. Ryan Patosha out there for Adrian with Connor May and John Calgin. Too far for Patosha. Calgin takes a whack at it. Now it's Ryan again. He'll shoot it down left side. Finds its way to the far boards. Connor May, John Calgin out there with it. Patosha can't hold it in. Shields on the backhand, plays it back to Tosh. Ryan pokes it up just over the blue line. UNE intercepts. They have it right in front of the Bulldog bench. Stolen away by Connor May. Back to Shields. After an early flurry, both teams feeling it out here. We have a 7-7 tie in overtime. UNE through the blue line. Shot it wide on purpose. Trying to center it. Couple Bulldogs converge. UNE takes it back. A bouncing puck in the slot. Adrian there first. It's Shields. Up for Calgin. John shoots it down right on Gerard. He's going to have to cover. And an Adrian College offensive zone time here in overtime. And that's a nice, smart play by a senior player, John Calgin. Shoot it on net. Make him ice it. You get an offensive zone draw.
That was a hard shot, too. That was pretty well wired from the neutral zone. Gerard had to come up with a nice stop with the glove.
Late change for UNE. We're tied at 7 in the national semifinal. Winner to play for a national title Sunday night at 7. Summers, Wentz, and Murphy on the ice for Adrian College. It's won by UNE. Turned over, Wentz back behind the cage. He harasses the UNE defender. Puck up further. Nor'easters play it through their bench. And they skate down and after it. Klein there first for Adrian College. Puck to the wall. Murphy flips it across to the middle. Finds Hunter Went 1-on-3. Hunter waits over the blue line. Looking, shoots high. Gerard's going to glove it, and another chance on the offensive side for the black and gold to try to end this one here in extra time.
Another good job by the Bulldogs getting shots on from long distances. Just going to keep shooting at this point. Try and generate as many rebounds as possible and keep the offense pumping.
Tie ends, Jake Swade, Zach Hines, Chase Spencer, and Jaden Shields, the 5 Adrian College players. Won by Swade to ends. Here's Shields, back down to Swade. Swade goes around the net, sends it to the middle. Oh, no one there for Adrian. Spencer's shot blocked. Adrian still with possession. Puck around, it's Swade. Swade on the backhand, left side. Swade drops it for Shields. Shields slaps it down. Some players tangle in front of the UNE goalie. Bulldogs trying to work it free. Swade and ends. Tie ends. Back up top to Shields. Shields, wrister. Oh, it goes off Gerard into the corner. UNE gets a much-needed clear out to center, but it's taken right back by Shields. He'll backhand it down. Bulldogs cannot change here. Back for Shields. Shields. And we have some stuff on the backside of the play as Ends waits for his teammate to get on side. He does. And Ty floats it toward the crease. Taken by the Nor'easters out to center. Can be played by Chase Spencer. His clear in is chipped. Oh, here's a chance. Luciani in a goal. It's in the crease.
There was a hand on that puck. Out. There was a hand on that puck.
Nor'easters clear it out. Now they go down the other end. They shoot it up high. And that puck was sitting in the crease. And you're right, Alex. They might want to look at this one to see if the UNE defender got his hand on it in the blue painted area. That's a good shift for Ty Enns and a chance for Alessio Luciani in on goal.
I don't know who it was, but somebody threw that puck out of the crease as it was rolling towards the goal line.
UNE is shouting for the officials.
As the
net needs some repair. As Gerard making it very obvious. This should give them... Nobody's really throwing a fit on the Adrian side, so it must not have been the case of a hand on the puck in the blue painted area. Instead, it's the Nor'easters with an offensive zone faceoff. Daniel Winslow out there with Alessio Luciani. Bulldogs control, it's Matthew Redding. Cross ice, finds Matus Spodniak. Spodniak with strength through the neutral zone. Leaves it for Luch into the corner. Out there with Redding. Shot, Adenier blocked out in front. Spodniak holds it in. Matus far side half wall. Up to Ryder, his wrister blocked in front. A bouncer, Luch is in on it, and Gerard has to cover. Some chances on the UNE doorstep. Looking for the overtime winner.
Really good chances going both ways. Goes to one side. Adrian gets a couple shots off. Nor'easterns get a couple of shots off, and you see the Bulldog crowd trying to fire up their hometown team.
15-11 left in overtime. That does not matter. Next goal will send their team to the national championship game. Here's a shot from the point, blocked by UNE. Over to the boards. Hines keeps it in with a glove. Back for Enns. Enns spinning. Looks up top, finds Austin Klein. Klein shoots it wide and on purpose down to the corner for Jake Swade. He started this game on the score sheet. Drops it there for Klein. He has his pocket picked. Babyak there to cover for Adrian College. Babyak being harassed. Gets taken down. No penalty. Puck in the Adrian College side. Nor'easters and Bulldogs vying for position, vying for possession. And it's won by Adrian, back to Klein. UNE can make a change. Bulldogs working it up here. Jake Swade, he needs a change. He'll shoot it right on Gerard. Juicy rebound. UNE grabs it. Turned it over right to Spencer. Chase goes in onside. Shot! Gerard a save. They might look at this one for an offside call, but boy, Gerard gets right in front of that one, Alex. Good positioning by the netminder.
Yeah, he made the save with the chest, bobbled it a little bit on the rebound, but made sure that he stayed over it. He gets the cover with 14:60 in the first overtime period.
Now Coach Adam Krug talking with the linesman and a referee. As we have a stoppage. But 14-16 left in this national semifinal. And they will go to the scorer's booth to tell the public address announcer what is happening, as Adrian has made some sort of indication that they would like something looked at. I would assume they're looking at a major penalty under review, as we'll go back to the monitor as we look over to our left at the NCAA's official broadcast. It must have been down over where we can't see too well. This will be all about camera angles for possible major penalty. And just like right at the end of regulation, Alex, this one could be huge if it goes Adrian's way.
Well, yeah, I definitely couldn't see it from the angle that we have here up in the booth. My guess is as good as yours. It must have been a hit along the boards right in front of the scorer's box. Or that's not the scorer's box, that's where the camera's sitting. There's a big stanchion there that covers that section of the glass for us, so we can't quite see it from way over here. But the officials will take a look at something, and we're trying to get a good angle of it. We have some monitors back behind us. And it looked like maybe they were asking for a trip, possibly.
I'm not sure if you can have them review minor penalties. We will be made aware of that as soon as the fans and players are here at Endicott College. They are the host school for the NCAA Division III men's ice hockey Frozen Four here in Beverly, Massachusetts. I'm Ian Wendt, Alex Herman alongside, as they're taking a minute and a half to look at this thing, Alex. So might be something to see there under the hood, so to speak. Now, if there is a penalty assessed to the Nor'easters, they would have to go back and see what time of the overtime it occurred, if indeed they deem it a penalty. As we look at I believe it's what the officials are looking at, which is down right in front of us. In the meantime, bit of a break from an overtime that has seen opportunities on both sides of the ice.
Not a whole lot to say at this point. It's just a waiting game to see what's going to happen. Harder to tell from us because we don't get any word in what's going on for the Situation Room, at least.
I mean, using context clues, something's going to happen.
Yep.
They're taking quite a while. If there were nothing, it would be just as quick. They'd say, oh, there's nothing there. The control room, so to speak, here at Endicott College is feet away from the Nor'easters bench. Winner of this game, oh, not a big deal. Just a spot in the national championship game coming up Sunday night. The winner of this game plays the winner of Hobart College and Endicott College. That game was slated to start at 7 o'clock here tonight. Anticipate that might be pushed back depending on how late we go here this afternoon. So Coach Adam Krug has had the NCAA look at some play. And they're going to give the news to Coach Kevin Swallow. And he's pointing and gesturing, turns away in disgust. Looks like it will be an Adrian power play. What nature? We'll find out. All right, we're going to get word, because I'm getting some insight here. Possibly a major penalty for a knee. So they saw something on video that warranted a penalty on UNE. And they're going to put number 16 in the box. And for UNE, that's Jaden Price. Spearing is the call.
Wow.
Adrian to a major power play here in overtime. We'll see what comes of this. Bulldogs win it back to Matthew Redding at the top, left side. Gives it off to Spodniak, back to Redding. Those two play catch. Now it's Shields. Shields trading places with ends. Shields skates in, throws it on goal. Left it there for Redding. Matthew Redding back to Luciani. Luch all the way around the glass, back for ends. He's got it at the right side point. Bulldogs on the power play. A 5-minute major assessed. Spodniak winds, gives it back. Redding, he shot it over the goal. Oh, it was open. What chance for Redding. He's got another one, a save by Gerard. Oh my goodness. Nor'easters clear it. Redding had a wide open goal. Couldn't get it. Shields quickly back on side. Ends at the circle. Gives it down for Luch. Wraps around. Yes! He scores!
Yes! Do you believe
it's a power play goal. The Bulldogs will play for the national championship on Sunday night at 7. Luch, we play on. As it stands, it's an overtime winner. They will check to see if the play is onside. I'm sure of it. But the team celebrates in front of the Bulldog faithful. As it stands, it's a power play goal for the Bulldogs and a winner in overtime. The officials talking at center ice. Jubilation for the black and disbelief for the blue and white.
The unspeakable has happened in a game where it looked like the Bulldogs were out of it. They came back. They gave up a lead again. They tied it. They took it to overtime. Alessio Luciani, do you believe it?
He just tucked that thing in, wraparound style. It's a power play goal, and the Bulldogs will skate toward their bench. The coaches on the ice, and Kevin Swallow is beside himself as he has all three officials near him doing whatever he can. As we go back, Alex, Matthew Redding had the whole net himself on a pass from Spodniak.
He did.
And he lofted it over the crossbar, and then UNE cleared it back, but Shields held it right at that red line.
He did.
Skated what looked to be onside, and eventually finds its way to Alessio Luciani, which is what appears to be the overtime winner. As we have three officials.
Coach Swallow, he's looking to the officials to see if something can be changed here. He literally has a rule book in his hands to discuss with the officials.
The goalie interference is what he's looking for. As he throws his papers down, and Adrian will skate back towards their bench. And once again, they're going to the monitor. The only two things I could think of, Alex, was the play onside, number one, and number two,
was there a penalty?
Possibly was there interference on Luciani as he skated around the goal mouth to get around Billy Gerard and tuck it in for what looks to be the game winner, 8-7. So once again, to the video board we go, and the officials here at Endicott have a tough decision to make.
The other part of it, too, was during that play, there was a trip potentially on UNE. I don't know if you can review minors, but there definitely was a potential tripping call. The UNE Nor'easter bench was irate as soon as it happened, and everybody in the arena really recognized that it had happened. So I don't know if they're looking at that.
What I learned last year is you can challenge for a major penalty.
Okay.
And that's what Adrian did to get the 5-minute power play. If UNE thinks that is the case, that to be something egregious for a minor penalty. But we have the Bulldogs all on the ice waiting for fist bumps and handshakes. UNE feverishly looking at the video board.
It's a goal!
We have a good goal!
Yes!
Adrian marches on! The play for the title on Sunday night! The goal is good! Oh my goodness, what a hockey game. 8-7 your final. Alessio Luciani, the game-winning goal.
Wow.
Drama all afternoon long. Big time respect for the Nor'easters. They are not going anywhere, but the Bulldogs will go to the national championship game Sunday night at 7 o'clock. And who would have thought, probably everybody, it'd be a power play goal for the country's best on the man advantage, and it would be Luch to score the goal. My goodness.
Adrian College can see clearly now the Nor'eastern is gone.
It's moved on to the Atlantic.
It
keeps going
away.
Up into Canada.
It's blown away.
Well, look, they'll be back. They were in this spot last year. They played SUNY Geneseo hard last season. They came up short. Bulldogs ending up beating SUNY Geneseo last season for the title, and the Bulldogs will wait to the winner of Hobart and Endicott. They will face the Bulldogs. Adrian will have another chance to not only defend their national title, but to win the second in a row. And look, we cannot look past. I know the score was 8-7. Dershawn Stewart, what a job he did in goal for Adrian. Just giving up those 2 goals in relief of Nick Tallarico. He said, man, this offense will get clicking. And my goodness, did they. What a great game for Dershawn Stewart.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, as soon as he entered the game, this is the first time he's seen play in the NCAA since February the 3rd of 2023. This is a long extended period for him to be out of the net. He stepped right up to the challenge, gave it his all, and helped his team skate away with an 8-7 victory in overtime.
A spearing penalty on Jaden Price gave Adrian a 5-minute major power play, and they scored 50 seconds into it. Alessio Luciani with our game-winning goal to send Adrian to the national title game we will spend a weekend in Boston. 8-7, your final post-game show coming your way next. It's got to be a quick one because they have another game to play here tonight. Bulldogs will play for a championship against who? Endicott or Hobart? We'll know later tonight. We'll take a quick break. Ian Wendt and Alex Herman right here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
In its 2021 edition of America's Best Colleges, U.S. News & World Report has once again ranked Adrian College as a top regional college in the Midwest. The institution was named to the Best Regional Colleges Midwest section for the 7th consecutive year, and once again listed number 2 in the Most Innovative Schools category. In addition to these honors, Adrian College was also named to the Best Undergraduate Teaching and Best Value College lists. Adrian College has been established as a distinctive and innovative educational leader in the United States. The institution places priority on a culture of innovation and critical thinking. This is the 12th consecutive year Adrian College has been featured by U.S. News & World Report. You can see the full list of rankings and find more information on their website. For more information about Adrian College, visit adrian.edu. The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
What a hockey game, hockey fans. We welcome you to Endicott College here in Beverly, Massachusetts, Raymond J. Burke Arena for the Frozen Four in Division III men's ice hockey. Ian Wendt, Alex Herman, post-game of a fantastic matchup between a gritty University of New England squad and the defending national champ, Adrian College. Adrian gets the win, 8-7 in overtime. Alessio Luciani slams home the game-winning goal on a power play. Quick thoughts on the overtime?
Well, it was back and forth. There was one chance early on for UNE where it looked like they were going to put it home. Stewart was on his back, sprawling around, and the puck was pinballing through the crease. Sticks were whacking for it back and forth, but somehow the Bulldogs were able to clear it. They stayed calm, they stayed poised, and they were ready to go and found a way to strike in the overtime period. And what a call from Coach Krug to review for that 5-minute major penalty. They were awarded it. They took advantage 50 seconds into that power play. Adrian College goal. Game over. We'll see you Sunday afternoon for a national title defense.
7 p.m. right here on the Adrian College Sports Network. As soon as we get some printed stats back to us, we'll give you our 3 stars of the game. I didn't tell Alex about this. When I have a color commentator, that's their job. So good luck finding the 1, 2, and 3 star for this one. Plenty of goals to go around. Plenty of points as well. Tie-ins, a couple goals. Petosha in on the action. Of course, the game winner from Luciani in the overtime period. And you got a guy like Dershawn Stewart, who came in late in relief of Tallarico, who for whatever reason, whether it be luck or just off his game, got pulled halfway through the contest, and Stewart only allowed 2 goals in the final period and a half. So we're looking for our 3 stars of this afternoon's game. 8-7, Bulldogs winners in the semifinal. 2 of the highest scoring offenses in the country. We saw it. 8 Adrian College goals. They were up 2-0 early, and then all of a sudden they were down 5-2. Adrian storms back. They make the score 6-5. Thought that might have been enough. No. UNE comes back, takes the lead 7-6. A late Adrian College goal. Go to overtime. A few minutes in, Coach Krug says, hey, we need to review this for a major penalty. A spearing call was assessed to UNE. Bulldogs to the power play for just 50 seconds. And that's all Lutz needed to score the overtime winner 8-7 is the final score, as Alex is grabbing our stats here for our 3 stars of the game. And then a busy Endicott College. We got to figure out who our 3 stars are.
All right. I think I'm going to break it down for you here. The 3rd star of the afternoon I'm going to give to Ty Enns. 2 goals in the contest, has played extremely strong, does everything that he can on both ends of the ice to help his team skate away to a victory. 2nd star of the game, I'm going to give it to Ryan Patosha. Ryan Patosha scored the tying goal in the 3rd period to send things to overtime. He also did a great job both ends of the ice, had a lot of energy through 60 minutes of play. 2 goals in the afternoon. Number 1 star over anybody else.
Luch.
You guessed it. Alessio Luciani gets the power play game winner. Buried it, 8-7. That's almost a football score at that point.
They win for 2.
Yeah. That's just absolutely unbelievable. So Alessio Luciani, 1st star of the afternoon. Bulldogs will skate into Sunday looking to defend their national championship in the finals for the 2nd year in a row.
What a great place to do it. Tune in on the Adrian College Sports Network. We thank you for your listenership here this afternoon. Sunday night, as you said, 7 o'clock. Pre-game earlier than that. You won't want to miss that. A conversation with Coach Krug about what happened here today, and a look forward to the final Division III men's ice hockey game of the season on Sunday. Once again, 8-7 your final. Bulldogs winners in overtime. Big thank you to Laura Witkowski back in the studio. Thank you to our crew here at Endicott College. For Alex Herman, I'm Ian Wentz saying so long for now. Back here Sunday night, 7 o'clock for a national championship. Thanks for listening to Adrian College Bulldog Hockey on the Adrian College Sports Network.